Hey guys, happy Halloween. Well, I mean, technically Halloween's tomorrow, but so hello. Well, I'm like really washed out. I mean, I have white face makeup on anyway, but let's see if I can bring that down a little bit. Well, I guess that's a little bit better. All right, so Susie's here. Hey, hey. Oh my gosh, and Butterfly's here. I might have to take my teeth out after a little bit because it is a little hard to talk when you got fangs in your mouth. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful evening. Um, it's a little weird coming on at nighttime. I think it actually feels a little spookier. So anyway, I hope you guys are had a wonderful day. Wow, I'm like really lisping with teeth. Hey Karina and Debbie, yay! Sherry Bug's like boo. Oh, you like my cool claw thing I got from my Dolls Kill store? Thank you, Karina. So yeah, I'm all kind of gothy, and it's a fake nose ring, but I used to have a nose ring there, but I put it back where my old nose ring used to be. So, you know. And I put on some cool press-on nails, and so yeah, I'm all all dark. Oh, thank you, thank you. My name's Crystal. I've been following since the Sapta birthday video. All right, well, hello, Crystal. Welcome. So, like I said, I'll wait a few minutes, let everybody come in, and then I'm gonna pop my teeth out because I'm like. So anyway, how was your guys' day? I know everybody's in like different time zones, so how was the day? Is it early morning for you? Like, what's going on? This is I ever have custom nail press-ons, I will send you some. I love press-on nails because my real nails they kind of suck. Wow, I love my lisp. So yeah, I mean I like to paint my nails too, but I like me some press-ons. Sherry Bug's like such a cheerful vampire. Hey, that's because I just ate, so I'm in a good mood. And Hemo Jeremy, hey, excited for Halloween. Love the long nails. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, I got these and I have these. I love this. This is like so, you know. All right, so Karina's day is going good, taking a study break, but probably gonna leave early to get a good night's rest for your C-set tomorrow. Yes, good luck, good luck. Um, Sherry Bug, favorite blood type? Type O, it's universal. I think my blood type, well, I think my blood type's A negative. I think it's not that rare, I guess. I don't know. So anyway, yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna have a little bit of water. It like takes a while to put me together. I like was using foundation, but I was also mixing it with like white matte foundation so I could like pale myself up. Yeah, and it like I actually put on fake eyelashes. It's like little caterpillars on my eyeballs. They're like, actually like kind of ticklish, and I was like, wow, like takes a long time to put on all this makeup, but it was kind of fun. Let's see, Magic Shop said my day's been interesting, just been drained and stressed over college. And it's 10 at night, waiting for Halloween at 12. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So yeah, it's 8 o'clock here. Have a little bit of water. Hey, Jillifer, hey, hey. Okay, I will pop my teeth out now. So you guys got my teeth, but it's like I feel like I'm wearing braces again. It's like so hard to talk. I'm like, bleh, bleh, bleh. But I used the Scarecrow custom fangs. I guess if you're like just doing like a photo shoot and you don't have to talk and people don't have to listen to your list, but like it's okay. But I'm like I'm pretty sure I sounded like that when I had braces back in high school. So, but anyway, I love if you guys are looking for good costume fangs. These are like $14.99 online, but they're the scarecrow kind. They like mold to your teeth. Except these are like kind of yellowish and my teeth are actually pretty white. So it's like kind of obvious that, I'm wearing fakies. Sherry bug, 11 p.m. in Ohio. Kind of stressful day, but went to the pool and swam and felt better. So that's good. Good. Relax. And now we're having our Halloween special. So we're gonna have a lot of fun. I actually have well, maybe I'll show you the floor around me. I have a lot of stuff actually all set up for you guys. And actually I have my candles going on my altar. And I have my little ancestral box there, my little shadow box. So yeah, I've been working with my ancestors lately. Of course, I'm always kind of working with them, but more as of late. Sherry Bug dressed up as a woman in a nightshirt. Nice. So original. Okay, so I'm gonna pop my teeth out, you guys. So excuse me. There's one tooth. Oh, speaking better already. Oh, I should leave one fang in. Hey, Pepperback Palacios. Okay, tooth is out. I can talk again. Yay! So, oh, hold on. I'm trying to put my teeth back in my little doodad here. There we go. And in you go. Go into your home. Okay, just want to make sure I don't lose them, so I was just like putting them back in there. All right, Betsy's here. Aloha, everyone. Weird mishaps, late morning, been on the couch all day, safe and comfy. It's sunset time in Maui. All right. Actually, Jonathan's out there too. One of our homies, Jonathan's out in Maui. So actually, if we roll the clock back, 8, 7, 6. Oh, so it's only like 5:07 where you guys are. So it's still pretty early, whereas we're already into the 8s. Oh, okay, cool. Nice. So you guys, today, when I'm like, I can't believe like I went to work today and everything. It kind of feels like it's already the weekend because I'm like all dressed up and everything. And yes, I even stained my teeth red, to make it look extra Halloween-y. But I stopped by my P.O. box on the way home, and there was a couple of things. Actually, the past couple of weeks, it's felt like Christmas. I've been getting cards in the mail from you guys. I just got a postcard today from, one of my homies that's also mixed Filipinas, so shout out. She sent me a really nice postcard, and so that's up on my mantle downstairs. And Sumi had also sent me a card, and she also sent me the Santa Muerte candles for my Santa Muerte statue over there. So it's that red candle that you guys see back there. She sent me a bunch of them, actually. There were some red candles and some black candles. So, I got those. And then Surin, oh my gosh, if she pops on. So, I had talked about in one of my lives that, I like to sew, but I haven't done a bunch of sewing just because my sewing machine crapped out. And then, so I like got rid of it, and I hadn't had a sewing machine in a while. And so I was like, it's about time that I buy one. And she said that actually she was looking to get rid of hers because she had tried sewing and then she kind of gave up on it. And so her sewing machine was just kind of sitting in her garage. She used it only once. And she's like, and then I just like gave up. So she's like, if you want, I'll send it to you. So I was like, that would be great. I was like, I'll pay the postage and everything. She's like, no. And I'm like, oh, really? So she sent me a Hello Kitty sewing machine, and I can't show it to you guys because I sent it off to go get a little tune-up, because she said it had been sitting for a while. And so I'm going to have a sewing machine again. And I'm like, a freaking sewing machine? Like, you sent me a sewing machine? Like, what? It's like crazy. Karina's like, talk about manifestation. I know. I was like, oh yeah, I'm like looking at Costco and I'm like, looking at some sewing machines and it's like, and she was like, no, seriously, you're doing me a favor. I've been trying to get rid of it, and didn't know where to give it. So I was like, I'll take it. Thank you. So yeah, I think it's a couple of weeks because they're backlogged a couple of weeks at the sewing machine shop. But I'll have a sewing machine again. So yay! So I'm like super, super grateful for that. That is just freaking awesome. Let's see. Jennifer is going to be in Hawaii in a week to check on your grandmother. Cool. Well, actually, my dude is leaving for Hawaii on Tuesday. He'll be gone for 9 days. I've, of course, got to stay here because I got to go to work and, I got to be with the kitties. So yeah, my dude's going to be in Oahu for 9 days. He's going to stay with his buddy out there. And it's not like total vacation. I mean, it's going to be kind of relaxed, but his buddy usually flies him out there so that he can like tint some of the windows, because he does like housing development and stuff. And right now there's like college dorms that need to be tinted in order to save on electricity costs, because they said electricity in Hawaii is like through the roof. And so he's like trying to save on some of that electric bill, from running the air conditioning and stuff like that. So my dude's going to tint the windows of the dorms out there, and then he'll come back home. But he's going to be gone during our anniversary. But so he got me one of my anniversary gifts showed up. So it's a cool mug. It's got a picture of like Wally and Loki and our old cat Presley. And then I got him a panini press because I know he's always wanted a panini press. But I also benefit too because now we've been eating paninis for a couple of days. It's delicious. So yeah, and then he has something for my car that he special ordered, but that won't come until after he comes back home. So that mystical lady, what's up? So yeah, so my, he'll be back, but also my uncle's in Hawaii right now. One of our good friends is in Hawaii. They're like, everybody's in Hawaii now. They're like, you better come with us. I'm like, I can't. I'm gonna work. I gotta stay home with the kitties. Who would stay home with the kitties? Who would take care of our little boys? He better bring you some hella anniversary gifts from Hawaii or Oahu. He usually brings me some good treats. He usually goes to, was it North Shore Goodies, I think it's called. He usually brings me back some treats. So yeah, I'm like, when are you leaving? He's like, oh, on election day. I was like, how long are you going to be gone? He's like, 9 days. I was like, oh, you realize our anniversary is on November 8th. He's like, well, when I get back, we could celebrate. So yeah, it'll be 14 years. So anyway, the macadamia nuts. Yes. I love the macadamia nuts and the chocolate available there. Yes. I love the macadamia stuff. Chocolate covered macadamia is my favorite that he brings back. So thank you, Mystic Lady. So yeah, let's see other things goings on. Oh yeah. Okay. So yes, not only have I received wonderful, beautiful cards from you guys, and also from another young lady named Megan who makes these wonderful soaps. She also sent me a card, and a couple of days she sent me these soaps, and right now I'm using the Black Cat soap. Literally, like I don't really want to take you guys into my shower, like, because it's like, I've used it already, but it's like a little square, and it actually has the outline of a black cat in the middle. It's really cool, and it smells amazing, like kind of like black licorice almost mixed with some other stuff, and it's like super hydrating, and I was just like, whoa. So yeah, when I do my faves video for October, I'll make sure to like include all the stuff, because it's like, I'm like, wow, like like it's just like, wow, send me something. Like I feel really special and like I'm so super grateful. And yeah, you guys are amazing. And I know like you guys definitely don't have to send me anything. It's just wow. Like I just like my jaw has been like wow, like on the floor. Thank you, Gemini. Onion flavored macadamias. I would try it. And there's also spam flavored macadamia nuts, mac nuts. I would try that too, actually. You know, I've had spam. Growing up, I had some spam. We always had spam in the house. I used to think it tasted delicious. Now I'm like a little salty. Jillifer created a Halloween tarot spread for this live. If you want it, heck yeah. Heck yeah, we want to hear it. So actually, we'll do that first. So let's do a little chit chat, and then Jillifer, you can share the your spread with us. You know, I would love that for sure. um, nice. So yeah, cool beans. And I have to show you guys one more thing. Oh yes, and Karina was like, put it in the comments, please. Yes. Fried spam put in a breakfast burrito. I've had that and it's the bomb. Dude, if you guys haven't had fried spam and a burrito, and some of you are like, what's a burrito? Well, you see, you take a tortilla, you throw a bunch of like awesome, delicious gold in it, and then you wrap it up like a little diaper and you eat it, and it is delicious. You have an energetic, happy vibe. Thank you. You're going to be doing your year ahead tarot spread tomorrow night. I as well. We're actually going to be having dinner with one of our friends tomorrow night. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to be doing a year ahead spread over there. All right. So Jillifer said, for werewolf, what do I turn into when I'm angry or sad? That's a good question. All right. So Jillifer is putting our tarot spread in the comments. So while he's doing that, actually, let's grab our decks. So I have a bunch of dark decks sitting here. I think I want to start off with the Haunted House Tarot. I think it's like apropos. But while you guys are getting your decks, I want to show you that I got a little package today. I'll cover up the address, but I mean, there's my P.O. box, but it has this cute little black kitty on it. And I was like, what? Like, what is this? And it doesn't say who it's from. Even on the return label, the address label, there's no name. It's just the address. But it had this cute little note, and it says, when I watched your My Lenormand decks video, I didn't think you had enough creepy decks. LOL, enjoy. And I was like, what? Oh, Crohn's Bones, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Like, I freaking love Nosferatu. So, okay, it comes in this cute little pouch, and it's the Nosferatu Lenormand, which I'm gonna have to bust out during this live. Like, thank you. Oh my gosh. It has a bunch of, you know, extra cards. Like if you wanted to do, use a different dog card or a different bouquet card or a different house card, you could do that. But that's the inside of the lid. That is so cool. Hold on, let me take out all my extras here. And all right, so here are the backs. And actually, you know, my mother is like freaking deathly afraid of Nosferatu. That's like her nightmare. My dad is I think he's scared of the Mummy. Yeah, my dad fears the Mummy. I think his mother feared the Mummy too. Or is it Wolfman? I think my dad fears Wolfman. His mother feared the Mummy, and my mom is afraid of Nosferatu. But yeah, it's super it's super cool. Thank you, Crohn's Bones. Thank you so much. Sir I was just talking about you, girl. I sent your sewing machine off for a little tune-up, because I think it's good if, a machine's been sitting for a little while, and then I'm gonna have it back in a couple of weeks, and I'm gonna be sewing up a storm just to let you know. um, oh, Susie is opening the tin right now. Nice. Oh, thank you, Surian. All right, so Jillifer has our spread going on, so you guys could be writing the spread down too, but I'll go back and look at it bit by bit so we could do this together. Nice, nice. So yeah, this deck rules. I'm gonna have to do a review on it because it's freaking awesome. But yeah, I will use this during our chat. Okay, so it's a little harder when your claws are so long. Nice. Okay. I'm just gonna put that there. You hang tight, Nosferatu. You hang tight. Okay. So, let's. Oh, you dig the nails? Okay, so I'm gonna go back to Jillifer's first question, which I think was the werewolf. Werewolf, what do I turn into when I'm angry or sad? So you guys grab your decks. Let's do this. And then I have some other games for us to play. So we are gonna have some fun tonight. We are gonna use this thinned veil, this spooky energy, this mystical energy. We're gonna have ourselves a good time tonight, and I'm probably gonna freak myself out. So there's that too. I may go get it tomorrow. I got Whispers of Healing Oracle and Le Vampire Oracle this week. Nice. Denise, hello, hello. Well, welcome. Hopefully you have fun with us right now. Everybody's just grabbing a deck. Our friend Jillifer has created a spread and has put each of the spread positions in the comments. So I'm going to scroll back and we'll do position number 1. So position number 1 was werewolf. What do I turn into when I'm angry or sad? I'm going to see how I shuffle with these claws, but this is that haunted house tarot. Just thought it would be fun for tonight. Okay, let's see how we do this. I can do it. Oh, right, you have the Halloween Oracle. So yeah, you guys bust out your fun decks. Let's do this. And thank you, Jillifer, so much for creating a freaking awesome spread. All right, so what do I turn into? Oh, so cheeky. It's the moon card. Oh, what do werewolves do? Oh, they howl at the moon because that's when they turn into a werewolf. Cheeky. And Sherrybug has the Trick or Tarot. Excellent. So yes, what do I turn into when I'm sad or angry? It's really just depending on the mood. The the phase of the moon and the mood of the situation. Let's see, this spread is supposed to be set down in the shape of a pentacle with the 6th card in the middle. We love you too, Jillifer. So thank you, thank you. All right, Sherrybug got the world for the werewolf and doesn't understand it. Maybe, you know how sometimes, well, I mean, the world is a coming together, but also if it's a coming together, like feeling like too much everything happening at once, that could be what sets off your stress and your anger, is like everything like coming together at one time. It's like, okay, whoo, one at a time, y'all. All right, Susie got the 6 of bats and Karina has the Pentacles reversed, Knight of Pentacles reversed. And Jillifer using that Harley Quinn playing card deck and the Charlie Brown deck. All right, so yeah, I just think that that's, of course, the position about werewolf. It's the moon. I dig that. All right, so I'm gonna set this out in a little pentacle style. All right. Okay, so sorry to ask, how does this work? Are we pulling for each other? You're pulling for yourself, and everybody's just kind of putting their cards and their interpretations. So, you know, what we all think. And if people are stumped on their interpretations, you can always ask people in the group, and we're all more than happy to lend our intuition. So it's kind of a fun thing where we all kind of get to work on the question together. And it's interesting how it, you know, the interpretations vary, you know, person to person. I think it's just fun to see. Oh, Hecate's crossing. Hello, hello. Susie said, okay, bats are swords. Okay, yes, yes. So yay, welcome. So Hecate, if you want to grab yourself a deck, our friend Jillifer has created a spread, and it's actually in the comments. So I'm just scrolling back. We just finished spread position number 1. It's about werewolf, but you'll see it. It's in the comments if you want to join in. All right, so I'm gonna scroll back here to Mummy. What mask do I put on for the people around me? That's a good question. Mummy, what mask do I put on for the people around me? Let me scroll back down. What mask do I put on? I think I'm getting better at shuffling with, actually this is kind of like Nosferatu fingers, right? Oh, okay. What mask do I put on? 5 of Swords. Interesting. I think that I tend to be on the defense sometimes. You know, for others, you know, I'm not expecting people to be D's or anything, but I think that I'm, you know, just in the background in my mind, you know, even though I always expect like the, you know, I'm always expecting actually the best of people and, you know, the best of a situation, but in the back, you know, it's like there's always like a little me from the ghetto, like just back there, like ready to pounce if like anything attacks, you know. So I think that I'm always kind of slightly on the ready, even though that's not like my whole personality. It's just like there's that mask, I guess, a little bit. And I hope I don't have that outward mask where I hope people don't look at me and I don't have like resting bee face, you know. I hope I don't have that, you know, going on. But I guess like somewhere in the back there's like that, like I'm ready if people come at me, you know, thing going on. So I think that's what the 5 of Swords here. Interesting. This is a good spread, Jillifer. You kick buttocks. Jillifer got the Fool for the werewolf. I think that means I overshare. I think I overshare. TMI is my middle name. Let's see. Hecate, my card for number 2 is the Queen of Swords using the Silver Witchcraft Tarot. Nice. Karina got the King of Swords reversed and makes so much sense with fear of imposter syndrome. Who would want to hear from me? Aww. Cindy got, I have that too. Love the Nightmare Before. Oh, you guys have the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. That one's on my wish list. Jillifer also got the 4 of Swords for the Mummy. I think that means I act tired or unbothered. Interesting. And Susie got the Page of Ghosts, which is the Cups. Hecate, question 1 was werewolf. What do you turn into when you're sad or angry? Sherrybug's mask is the six of pants. Nice. So I put on the mask of kindness and generosity. Since I already believe you to be a kind and generous person, you might put on an overabundance of kindness and generosity, perhaps. Paperback Palacios, 3 of Pentacles for number 2. Shadowlander, A. Oh, sorry, Shadow Moon Witch. Sorry, there's another person, Shadowlander, and all I saw was the first part. But welcome, welcome. Yes, that could be it too. Okay, so I'm going to put this pentacle style because Jillifer said to put it into the shape of a pentacle. All right, so so you have to read the whole screen name. Okay, so let's go to question 3. I'm just scrolling back to try to find number 3. Number 3, vampire. What is draining my energy the most right now? Vampire. Oh, those of you that missed it, I had my teeth in, but I took my teeth out because I was lisping too much. It was a little hard to understand me. I don't know how vampires do it. I mean, they got these big old fangs in their mouth. All right, so werewolf, I got the 5 of needles. Lori tries live. All right, happy Halloween. And Lynn, hello from Canada. Hello, hello. Nice. Okay, so vampire, what is draining my energy right now? What is draining my energy? These cards just be popping out. I love that. The Hermit card. I think that I have been doing a lot of inner work, a lot of meditation, a lot of like astral travel type stuff lately. And so I guess that's been draining my energy. I like that there's this creepy girl just like chilling, staring at this creepy dude. Like, why you creeping? But yeah, and I hope this isn't that I've been creeping on somebody. I totally don't creep on people. It's not draining my energy. Or is it? Am I a creeper? um, oh, hold on. Let me see what you guys got. Denise got the battle card. Karina, yikes, 5 of swords reversed. Looks like my impatience is draining my energy. I feel you on the impatience. Denise, the moon for vampire draining my energy. I hold back emotions. Okay. Sherrybug for vampire got justice. Yes, a very personal yes. This deck is kicking your butt. Susie, 3 of bats. Yuck. Disappointment. But not really. Paperback, the tower. All the major changes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kev Zen. Hey. Is wondering why tarot card readings give vague information that's more psychological than a sign of revelation from a mystical source. I think it all depends. You know, different readers read different ways. There are some readers that use tarot for more like psychology. There are some readers that use it for divination and predictive work. I guess it just all kind of depends on the reader. For me, I've because it's always up to our own intuition, really. And for me, I don't think my answers have been, at least for me and my personal, thing, have ever been vague. They've been really good for guidance. But I don't think, personally, I don't think that tarot is ever supposed to be like telling you what to do, because that's up to us to choose what we want to do with our lives. So I think it's kind of like you could do this or you could do this, but it's totally up to you, which is how I think a really good friend should talk to you. Like, your friends should never tell you what to do, but more like, hey, maybe you might want to try doing this. And you could listen to your friend or you could not listen to your friend, but it's all up to you. Let's see. Jillifer got the 7 of Pence for vampire. I do not live in the present and I wait for the future to be happy. Oh, Sherrybug, wee, for the tower card. All right, Cindy says, I'm going to try this spread tomorrow. Thanks for it. Oh, yeah, you got to get some sleep because it is late where you are. So, yes, have a blessed Samhain. So, yes, have a good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. Don't let the vampires bite. Okay, so that was number 3. So I have to go back and find number 4. Give me just a second to scroll through here. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, number 4, ghost, message from spirit. What is my unfinished business that I need to complete this season? All right, so unfinished business that you need to complete this season. Okay. What is my unfinished business that I need to complete this season? I have the Emperor. Okay, I know what that's all about. Because I have been taking more, I think, of a leadership role, a more authoritative role, in things that I do. But there's like a part of me that like I'm resistant to be a leader. I'm more like I'm the person that likes to like cheer you on, and I want to see you do really well, and I want to like raise people up, and I want to I want to show people like the awesomeness that resides in them. And I think that I just have this reluctance to like be at the forefront. I mean, I know like literally I stand in front of a classroom all day. I'm a teacher. But I I stand there more like to guide my students than to tell them what to do. And I think that, for me, being a leader always translates into telling people what to do, which I know a good leader would never do that. A good leader guides. But I think it's just some psychological thing I got to work on with myself that, being a leader doesn't mean telling people what to do. It means being a teacher, basically. And I have to put that together in my brain. So I think that's my ghosty, my unfinished business. Okay, so let's see what else you guys have. Oh, and Shadowlander's here. Our two shadows are here. So, yo. Karina, zombie, what am I burying inside me? What will eat me alive? An emotion, a secret, and what power within me am I unknowing of? Ooh. Okay, so that's what's next. Hecate, sorry, daughter arrived with hot water, gas, and ink. What? Denise, lovers reversed. Surian, I agree. Jillifer, this spread is freaking fantastic. Karina's saying justice, help please. So justice for the ghost, if you're on ghost. So unfinished business. It could be just balancing for me. The justice card sometimes is balance between the what we feel is right and what is like appropriate for a situation, but also it could mean like literal like justice. Sometimes I like to put it in terms of like, let's say my best friend is wearing a sweater, and the sweater may kind of look horrendous on my best friend. And she asked me, does this sweater like make me look hot? Like, am I gonna say, no, that sweater's horrendous and possibly hurt my friend's feelings? Or am I gonna lie to her and say, no, it looks great, and then possibly she finds out later that when she looks, maybe the sweater doesn't look that great. Why didn't my friend tell me the truth? It's kind of like that justice thing for me. It's like, when do we like soften the blow of the truth, and when do we need the harsh truth? And it could be something like that. And Susie got the Chariot. Sherrybug, I got the Knight of Swords, becoming a fearless defender of people. Paperback got the Knight of Wands. Sherrybug for Zombie got internal conflict. For Ghost, I got Two of Swords. I need to stop my indecisive habits and choose to spend my energy on the things that make me feel fulfilled. That's beautiful. And Paperback, I had like 6 cards jump out. You must have a very talkative deck. Okay, so I think Karina had caught me up to speed on what the next one was. Okay, so Karina said the next one is zombie. What am I burying inside me that will eat me alive? Okay, so that's for number 5. What am I burying inside me that will eat me alive? Brains. Let's see. I have the 6 of Pentacles. That's interesting. Huh. What am I burying inside me that will eat me alive? Okay, I get this one. Just took me a little bit, but I think that I am cognizant that sometimes I give a lot of my energy and a lot of myself to people, and I'm aware of it, and I I think that I try to ignore it because I'm like, no, but it's like really helping this person, you know, or something like that, you know. And so I go above and beyond, probably, you know, overstepping my own boundaries to help. And basically, if I don't put that in check, it will eat me alive. I need to put my boundaries in check. Oh, something I was talking about earlier this week. Um, let's see. Sherry Bug, this deck spread combo is really talking to me, covering my internal self, a relationship, even a job. I know, Jillifer, you kicked butt on this spread, seriously. Denise, 9 of bottles or cups. Any thoughts on eating you alive? Fear of success? I would have to agree with that one. Yes. Yes, Sherry Bug, probably being too nice. I think sometimes I want to, I mean, as human beings, we want to be accepted by people, right? And I think sometimes I might be overly nice, again, like overstepping my own boundaries, just to be maybe liked or accepted by a certain group or something like that. Shadowlander recently got a couple new witchy books. Psychic Witch is one that arrived today. Celtic's Lore and Spellcraft of the Dark Goddess arrived yesterday. Oh, I saw. Very cool. Karina got Strength and Page of Pentacles reversed. And Shadowlander, the Celtic one, is about the Morrigan. Ooh. Susie, 5 of Imps. P.S. They're cute. Imps are wands. I guess resolving conflict. I do, you know, in the Halloween tarot, it's, to me, the cutest deck ever. Jillifer, for zombie, I got the 8 of Pence. I need to stop burying my urge to learn the things I want without shame and stop having others dictate what I should learn and practice. Paperback got the Queen of Swords, too rigid. And Shadowlander, I also recently got the Syrian Starseed Tarot. Yes, saw that. Also freaking awesome. Jillifer literally whipped up this spread while you were exercising. Hey, you know, sometimes all of the inspo tends to come in when we're exercising or taking a shower. Silver Star, hey! So just saw that you were on, didn't get notified, but hey, you are here. Welcome. Welcome to our nighttime live chat. You missed me with my lispy teeth. Took those out. Okay, so the last one was witch. The witch position. Let me go back and see what Karina's had said, because there it is. She put witch. What power within me am I unknowing of? Okay. What power within me am I unknowing of? What power within me am I unknowing of? Am I unknowing of? 4 of Wands. I guess I have the power to be pretty kick-ass, but I might deny it. I don't know. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Karina got the Magician. Oh, Sheldon, guess who's back from the dead? It's Sheldon the Reaction. Nice. All right, and so that one goes in the middle. Thank you so much, Jillifer. That spread was awesome. And yeah, you guys, if you missed parts of it, you can go back through the comments. Jillifer was kind enough to put it into the comments for everybody, and you guys can write it down. Maybe if you want to take a look at it again tomorrow, you know, during Samhain, Halloween. So yeah. Silver Star, so good to be virtual with you all. Happy Samhain, Halloween, full blue moon. Yes, there's a lot going on. You got your Mercury retrograde, you got your full blue moon, and it's the 3rd moon technically in the month. You have, well, it's in Taurus as well. We're also in Scorpio season. It's Halloween tomorrow. I mean, it's a lot, people. Karina, y'all, my study break is over, but I enjoyed this so much. All right, Karina, you go back, study, do great. I know you'll do great. Sherry Bug, I got the Three of Wands, able to make my creative plans happen. Yes, for sure. With the help from your friend. What about your friends? Will they stand their ground? Will they let you down? Oh, oh, whoa. Gotta bring it back, you know. Shadowlander doing a tarot meditation to find your own meaning for the cards in the Syrian and Celtic tarot decks. Also working on the meanings for your Star Trek cartomancy. That's awesome. And charging your black salt this full moon. I'm actually going to be doing some moon water. I think it's going to be some powerful stuff. So I'm going to put that out tomorrow. Mars retrograde, so much energy is amazing. Yes, and you know, with Mercury retrograde, you know, we were having didn't really affect me because apparently I was born during a retrograde, so I usually have like really free-flowing energy during that time. Sheldon, ready for fright, foolish mortals in the ghostly hands of terror. Yes. Denise, I'm toxic. That's my power. Hey, Britney Spears sang about toxic. Jillifer, for which I got the Four of Cups and the Three of Pence. I can talk to my guides and ancestors if I just relax and not stress about it. This answer is so helpful for me. Excellent. Okay, so I have a list of, okay, well, I guess, okay, there you go. I have a list of things for us to possibly do. We don't have to do all of it, but just, you know, some fun ideas for us. Oop, just trying not to get all too pale here. Okay, so let's see. What did I want to do next? Oh, I have some questions for you guys. Okay. First of all, to get us into the spooky mood, your favorite scary movies of all time. What are your favorite scary movies of all time? Let's talk about this. I haven't really watched scary movies in a while, probably since I was in my early 20s or early to mid 20s, just because I can't handle scary movies anymore. But I used to watch so many scary movies. All right, so we have The Exorcist, Halloween, Blair Witch. I saw that in the theater. Hekate's daughter wanted her to print out the assignment for fashion, so missed the question. We'll have to watch later on the spread. Yeah, and it's in the comments too. So Hekate, you can always go back and check it out. I think you have to just scroll up a little ways. Jeepers Creepers. Okay. American Politics is my favorite scary movie of all time. Nice. The Witch, The Shining, Halloween, Jaws. Okay, let's see. My favorite scary movie of all time that scared the pants off of me, probably Poltergeist. Like 1 and 2. Poltergeist. I can't watch Poltergeist again. It's just too scary. Yeah, but that freaked me out. So Poltergeist for sure, I think is the best scary movie, but I can't watch it again. It's a little too scary for me. I see, scary bad or scary good. So I think it could be scary bad or scary good. For, you know, whichever. The Screaming Skull. Actually love the spoof of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. The freaking tree in Poltergeist. No, I can't do Poltergeist. But I do think it's one of the best, scariest movies of all time. As in, like, scary, scary. But if I'm thinking, like, funny, scary, what's the one where they did the spoof of, like, Scream and it's got the Wayans brothers? What was that called? I haven't seen that in forever. It has, like, what's his name? It was, like, the creepy butler with, like, the little hand and... Scary Movie, yes! Scary Movie is my favorite, like, spoof scary movie. Shadowlander, mine are 2 horror movie series, the Halloween and 2 movies are my two favorite horror movies franchises. Just watched Poltergeist for the first time last night. Ooh, scary. um, oh, Saw. Saw was to me not really scary. That was just like gross and made me like really squeamish. I was like, yeah. Well, Exorcist, I guess, scared me too. Um, I saw a lot of scary movies at my grandparents' house because my parents never let me watch scary movies because they said I would have bad dreams. So I watched scary movies whenever I stayed with my grandma and my grandpa, and we would go down to Blockbuster and we would rent like whatever scary movie because my grandma was into like B-rated movies, blood and gut movies, and we would just like watch them. And would I have nightmares? Yes, I would, but I would think it was so worth it because I got to stay up and watch scary movies with my grandma. um, let's see. Favorite funny scary movie is Zombieland. I love Zombieland was awesome. Uh, can't really watch scary movies anymore after watching The Exorcist of Emily Rose. That disturbed me. I can't watch scary movies anymore, but I used to. Um, so people not watching a lot of horror. Exorcism of Emily Rose is good. Zombieland. Nightmare on Elm Street. I used to be so scared of Freddy Krueger. um, but not scary is Skeleton Key. Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. How do you get through a whole load of zombies? Well, you pretend you're one of them. You just go, and then the zombies leave you alone. Oh my gosh. I need to have some water. Okay. Favorites. Actually, let's see, by the way, love the zombie tarot deck. Yes, actually I have that. I have the zombie tarot over there, but I also have the tarot Z, which is my other zombie deck that's sitting here just in case. Yes, Shaun of the Dead is so good. I agree. I watched 30 Days of Night this week. OMG, I forgot it ended and I was crying. Oh my gosh. Okay. You guys, what is your earliest Halloween memory? Like how far, like go back to when you were just a wee-in. What's your earliest Halloween memory? Mine, I was about 4. I think it was 3 or 4 is my earliest memory. And it's just it's like I have like 2 flashes of memory from then. But I do remember going trick-or-treating and it was in La Mesa. This is what about Indiana Jones Temple of Doom? I love that. Dude, the Temple of Doom scared you? I loved Indiana Jones. Like I was watching Ghostbusters like over and over and over again. And then when Ghostbusters 2 came out, I watched that over and over again. I watched Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indiana Jones and the Lost Ark. Like I was always like I wore out one of my VHS tapes and my parents had to get another VHS tape because I would watch these movies like as soon as I got home from school. I would just like watch them because I like wanted to be Indiana Jones or a Ghostbuster. Those were viable career options, I thought. um, let's see. I love Nightmare on Elm Street. That is such a good movie franchise, aside from the more modern additions to it. Snow White, first place, and sewn costume with a wig. I was a real blonde back then. Kindergarten. Casper the Friendly Ghost costume in kindergarten. The stiff plastic mask and the cheap soft plastic shirt thing. Aww. The scarabs on her, the heart ripped out of him. Oh yes. Boom boom shara, boom boom shara, boom shara. I was like, how is he still living with his heart out? That's interesting. Amityville. She Walks in Beauty. Hey, hey. I remember my grandma having all the neighborhood kids line up to get palm readings from her. She had a cool electric crystal ball and she was dressed up as a witch. That is so cool. My grandma put me in a cut short pillowcase with a laughing saying all over it and sent me out as Goldie Hawn. Nice. Loved Casper. I was in love with Devon Sawa. Okay, I had Devon Sawa posters all over my bedroom. I too. Loved Devon Sawa. And I loved when he was in Final Destination. I think the first Final Destination before it turned into Final Destination 10, 11, 12. I don't know. But yeah, I loved the first Final Destination. That actually had me on my seat. My earliest Halloween memory is of my older siblings and I carving pumpkins in our old house. Nice. Okay, my earliest memory, my mom had sewed a it was a bunny costume, but the ears didn't stand up. She didn't have any wire for the ears, so my ears just kind of hung down. And it was like a little hood, and it like buttoned right here. And I believe it was a zip front and like a little onesie. And I remember she was holding my hand. I had my little plastic, pumpkin bucket. And I remember like the whole neighborhood was out, like everybody's dressed up, parents, kids, babies in strollers. And by the way, this is probably circa 1984 or 1985. Okay, everybody's dressed up, and everybody's on the sidewalks, and everybody's like walking in these ginormous groups. And I just remember as I'm like holding my mom's hand, and she's like way taller than me, except now I'm way taller than her. But I remember looking up, and there was a man dressed as a vampire, and he was just staring directly at me, and I was like, and he like continued to stare at me, and I turned around to see if he was still staring at me. And he was still staring at me, and I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, the vampire was looking at me. I think that was a real vampire. I was like, oh. That's my earliest memory. Oh, Claudia, hey, it's happy Halloween, everyone. Um, I remember those orange Halloween Oreos too. Just watched The Conjuring, I think it's called. That was actually really good. I have not seen The Conjuring. Heard it was good though. Maybe I'll watch it. I don't know. I'm a scaredy cat now. It's like I like literally talk to dead people all the time, but if I watch a scary movie, I'm a scaredy cat. Like to me, scary movies are scarier than actually talking to real spirits. um, so yeah, that's let's see. Oh yes, The Conjuring is a good movie. Hey Donna. Let's see what else. I have here. Mm, okay, which scary movie were you as a kid? This is okay, this is going back as a child. Which scary movie were you too scared to watch? So which one could you not watch as a child? Like you were too scared. Let me think. It I can't do clowns. So it yeah, couldn't watch it. Nope. Oh, Insidious. I've seen part of it. I couldn't do it. It scared the shiz out of me too. Exorcist and Poltergeist. Thank you, Claudia. I had my vampire fangs in earlier, but it was impeding my ability to talk, so I took them out. Blair Witch Project. Ooh. Oh yes, I even have my snaky earring on. Let's see, yeah, but I couldn't do it because clowns scare me. And my parents were so mean. They got me this clown that was like my size, meaning like me the size when I was like 3 or 4 years old. And it was this clown that was my size, and it looked like Pennywise. Like it really did. It had like black eye makeup, and it had this really creepy grin. And my parents put it, I had a little tiny rocking chair in the corner of my room, like I really did. But it had a little rainbow on the back, so I guess it makes it cute. And they would put that clown in that rocking chair, just like a very well-known movie. And I would be so scared, and I would put things to cover that clown because I would swear that that clown would stare at me. And I was like, why? And I would sometimes go and I would get up in the middle of the night, and I would get my little glowworm that I had, and I would tell the clown to leave me alone, and I would throw it in my closet, and I would go back to bed. And I was just like, why? Why my parents give me such a big freaking scary clown? Why would they do that to me? Um, the original Blob. Actually, that I was scared of the Blob, and the remake of the Blob actually. Um, Let's see. Exorcist. My mom had no age limit in our house. Ooh, the fog. The fog was scary. The fog was pretty scary. Um, Fear in the Sky. Watched it once. It freaked me out. Still can't to this day. Shaun of the Dead. It gave me horrific nightmares and made me scared of Shaun of the Dead. Really? Halloween. Michael Myers is a scary mofo. Yeah. Actually, Silence of the Lambs. That scared me too. No Buffalo Bill for me. I found Hannibal Lecter to be less scary than Buffalo Bill. Let's see, Shadowlander. I don't remember if there was a horror movie that was scary enough that I couldn't finish it. Oh, I come from Belgium, so no Halloween here, but I live in a town known for its biggest pumpkins. I'm a Scorpio, and every year on my birthday in October, we have a pumpkin fair, and people even come from the USA. That's cool. So Jaded Kate, actually, my best friend lives in Charleroi, the region of Charleroi in Belgium. So yeah, she says it's like kind of Halloweeny there, but nothing like over here. She says like her dream is to come to the States and party with us during our Halloween season. I was like, come on over. um, let's see. Clowns are the worst. Yes, I forgot this is the first question, but I love The Craft. Oh, yes, I heard that The Craft reboot is no bueno. But yes, the OG, yes. Skeleton Key creeped me out. Okay, so Hecate watched the new Craft. It puts the lotion on the skin. It does what it's told or it gets the hose again. Have you watched Luna Nera, Italian TV series? I have not, but I will check it out. Yes, The Craft. I love that. They just came out with that new version. Yeah, I saw, we were watching, what's his name? Iglesias, Gabriel Iglesias. He has like a food TV series that he's doing. So we were watching that and it's on Amazon Prime. And I saw the new Craft and I was like, it's only got 3 stars. I'm like, I heard it was bad. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to keep my mental memory of the OG Craft. Love Skeleton Key. Alien. Actually, Alien was a little freaky. Watched my first scary movie when I was in my 20s. It was The Exorcist after visiting the stairs near my place in Washington, D.C. That made it scarier. Oh, no. Hecate, we are not huge here in New Zealand regarding Halloween. Yeah, I guess, I don't know, is it like a US thing where like we really like make it a party thing? I know in like Mexico and a lot of like Latin countries, it's more honoring of the ancestors, you know. But I don't know, maybe here is where it's like a party. I think we all like, I think Americans in general, we just like turn everything into a party. It's like, oh, you guys celebrate that? Well, we're gonna celebrate that too. We're about to party. Let's turn it into a party. um, let's see. I also met Linda Blair and got to hang out with her for a few days when I worked on a cruise ship for the summer. Ooh, that is so cool. Yes, hot and fluffy. Yes, Gabriel Iglesias. Hecate as we move into spring. Yes. Old school Halloween costumes look so creepy like back in the day. Yeah, do you remember like when we dressed like She-Ra or Barbie and it would be that creepy plastic mask with that like vinyl, I don't know, like what's that? I don't know, like a vinyl thing that you like wear over your clothes and it's like a picture of the person or something. I don't know. Hashtag 80s costumes. It's like a picture of Barbie, like, and that's supposed to make me Barbie. Thank you, Missy. So, yes. Hey, Christina. Okay, so, let's see, what else do I have here? Okay, now down to the most important questions. Vampire or ghost? What would you choose to be? Go. Vampire or ghost? Jada Kate, I saw a Facebook picture, a thread from back in the early 1900s. Scary. Dude, old pictures in general are scary. All right, vampire, 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 vampire. Ghost, no question. Ghost, vampire, vampire. See, I wouldn't mind being immortal, I mean, I would really miss the sun, which sucks because I'm a summer baby and I consider myself a little sun worshiper. So I would really miss the sun, but the opportunity to like shapeshift and like just have super strength and be super hot and be like super hot forever. And I would be able to like live through the ages and like meet all these people and just like live through history and watch history evolve. That would be pretty cool. But the downside is I wouldn't see the sun unless I wanted to go poof or glitter if I were whatever, Edward. um, let's see, what else do you guys have? A vamp ghost? There we go. Vamp for sure. Vampire because I want to look hot. Yes. I used to love Queen of the Damned soundtrack. Oh, yes. Actually, you know what? I have Queen of the Damned now on my iTunes because I actually transferred my CD because I literally took the time to upload every one of my CDs like a few years ago. I have it on my iTunes. And watch all of your loved ones die. Oh, well, there's that too. That part sucks. But then if you're a ghost, your loved ones like can't see you. I think either one is a no-win. But if I were to choose one, I'd still choose vampire. Let's see. Well, I'll turn into ghosts eventually, and I'm a Scorpio, so I would pick vampire as default. Yes. I love that series Originals. They have daylight rings to walk in the sun. Oh, well then I would just get my daylight ring and then I could hang out in the sun. The only thing is I would lose my tan. I would become very pasty. I would have to really use my bronzer. Always been my interest, like to be like the Originals. As long as I wasn't a whiny emo vampire like Twilight. As long as we were more like Buffy the Vampire Slayer vampires, I think that would be cool. Yes, no sparkle vampire. I just got here. Did I miss an awful lot? No, we're actually just. I'm asking like some random Halloween questions. Asking if you had the choice to be a ghost or a vampire, which would you be? Loved the Vampire Diaries. The original Buffy the Vampire Slayer from, I think it's either 1989 or 1990. Maybe it's 1990. Yeah, that movie. I love that one. I like that Pee Wee Herman was one of the ghosts as well, and that's actually one of my favorite movies. Oh, and it's got Luke Perry. Oh, R.I.P. But yes. Let's see. She walks hashtag Team Damon. I'm already a night owl, even though I was born in the morning. I prefer to sleep till the afternoon. For me, I don't know. I'm neither a late bird or an early bird. I think I'm an afternoon bird. That's like I need to wake up when the sun is up, and I need to go to bed like not too late. Yes, I would like to be a Vampire Diaries. Hashtag Team David. Oh, gonna change the answer to a vampire. Oh, you are watching Buffy or the... nice. It's perfect mood. Plus, I don't tan very well. Oh, we'll see. Okay, actually, during the Halloween season, I will watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but I would watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer anytime. Interview with a Vampire. I will watch Interview with a Vampire. What are my other movies? I'll watch Ghostbusters, like specifically during Halloween, but of course I watch them anytime, but I think I make it a purpose to watch it, now. Rocky Horror. Let's see. Damon is hot. There's just so witty in the originals. I love how smart they are. I loved Vampire Diary 2. They came out with Legacies with Hope, the daughter. Watched all the Vampire Diaries, Shadowhunters as well. Angel, yes. And then when they did the spinoff from Buffy, the TV show, and they did Angel, I watched Angel. David Boreanaz was hot. Let's see. Watching Penny Dreadful again. See, ghosts get to portal through multiple dimensions and be near anyone they want, all while bathed in love. Nice. Actually, yes. The perk to being a ghost then. All right, Claudia, we will catch you. Well, actually, I won't be on tomorrow, hence why I'm doing the live tonight. But you can always catch the replay for sure. Yes, buenas noches. Damon is super hot. Let's do the time warp. Or is that the Scooby-Doo ending? Oh, and brownie points if you know what movie that came from. Love it. I'm on the episode where they had a costume and they turned into what they were. Nice. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was a TV series. I own Angel on DVD. Yes. But do you remember, do you guys remember which movie they were like, this ending sucks. Let's not do this ending. Let's do the Scooby-Doo ending. Wayne's World. Yes, Wayne's World. Party on. Excellent. Yes. I love me some Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Party time. Excellent. I've always wanted a licorice dispenser in the roof of my car. I think that would be excellent. Cool. All right. Right on. Shwing. Keanu Reeves is hot to me. Yes. Okay. My favorite hot actor of all time is Keanu Reeves. My favorite hot actress is Angelina Jolie. So I wish I looked like Angelina Jolie, like circa Tomb Raider. Okay, let's see. What else do I have for you guys? All right. Oh, you know what? I forgot my Halloween candy. I was totally going to eat candy in front of you guys. I was going to invite you guys to go get your own candy. But okay, speaking of candy, chocolate or chips? What would you guys choose? Chocolate or chips? And he's humble, makes him hotter. Oh, he's so like he's known as like one of the most low-key, down-to-earth like celebrities, like behind the scenes, like totally giving to people, will like take a pay cut, you know, in a movie just so like they could afford other actors, you know, so that the movie could be really good, like, and just doing really nice things for people. Keanu Reeves, you're my spirit dude. Okay, so what do you guys pick? We have, oh, the dude from Supernatural, the blonde one. Okay, I like the shorter brunette one from Supernatural. I haven't seen Supernatural in like forever, so I don't remember their names. But it was the brother that was more like buff. That one was the hot one. Oh, Antonio Banderas. Yes, yes. Oh, in Zorro. Okay, so we got chips and chocolate, both chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr. I will have to agree. Is a hottie when he was young and current Robert Downey Jr. This has been a great chat. Gotta go. All right. Happy Samhain to you. Chocolate. There's a company in Ohio that makes chocolate covered potato chips. Oh, the best of both worlds. Chocolate covered chips. Also, greetings from Temecula. Hey, actually, you know what? Tomorrow, we're not going to be in Temecula, but we're going to be out in Murrieta, which is also out in the boonies. Let's see. Jensen Ackles. Okay, okay. Dean. Oh, Dean. Yes, that was the name of the guy. Yes, in Supernatural. I had a crush on Dean. I had a crush on that car, actually. That Chevelle was hot. Girl's got a thing for a V8. Let's see. Zorro as a costume. You know, my dad's nickname is Zorro. My dad always wanted to be Zorro, like since he was a little kid, like old school Zorro. He used to, well, my dad used to listen to radio programs, you know, before they had a television. So my dad would listen to Zorro and the Lone Ranger. And my dad used to pretend he was both. My dad still thinks he is Zorro. Like my dad will still come up to you and do the X on your, or the Z on your chest. My dad will go, I'm like, Papa, you're not Zorro. He says, yes, I am. He says, you thought I was your father, but I am really Zorro. You guys wonder why I'm so weird? It's because my daddy. Let's see. Me neither. I can't remember. They're both hot, honestly. Yes, Dean Winchester. Quite the name. The other was Sam. There is a Supernatural Tarot next year. I heard about that one, and yes, please. Yes, the car was amazing. The Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot. It's Pip style. Oh, well, that stinks. Chocolate covered chips. Yes. Chocolate drizzle caramel corn. You make me want to go get the candy because we have Halloween candy downstairs. You make me want to go get it. No, I won't eat in front of you guys. We'll just have to wait on that. Although later on, if we get crazy and it's just adults in the room, I might have to go get some red juice. This homegirl might need to drink a little bit of juice. Let's see. I've seen every season of Supernatural up till the more recent ones on DVD. I always like Sam Winchester in Supernatural. Yes, also on the wish list. Yes, yes, Hecate. My dad would dress up as the Cat in the Hat every year. It explains a lot. I love my costumes. That is so cool. Sherrybug is eating sugar-free Jordan almonds. Delicious. Yes, salted caramel popcorn and honey mustard pretzel pieces. Oh, you guys are making me hungry, seriously. Okay, then, next question. Okay, so since we're talking about candy, okay, then what is the best candy in the world? Like, do tell. Like for me, okay, we'll talk best Halloween candy. You know, something that you would get in your little like trick or treat Halloween pumpkin head or your pillowcase, or my mom made an actual trick or treat sack. It was glow in the dark. It had like a haunted house and ghosties all over it. For me, no candy, lollies. We call them in New Zealand. Okay, so got some lollies, Reese's Cups, Almond Joys. I second you on the Almond Joys. Actually, Almond Joys or Mounds. Either one of those are my favorite. Or if I got a York peppermint patty. But I think if I had to choose, it would either be an Almond Joy or a Mounds. M&M's Plain, Smarties, Pure Sugar, Sugar Daddies, love milk chocolate or Sour Patches, anything dark chocolate, Shadowlander, I agree. Actually, I just found at Costco, it's like Mounds, but with dark chocolate and good chocolate. So it makes the Mounds like even better. It is so good. And I'm almost done eating the bag. It's delicious. It's literally a high class Mounds. It's a Mounds that went to college. Buttercups and Reese's Pieces. Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't. Let's see. While you guys are telling me your favorite candies, what is the weirdest thing you've ever gotten in your like Halloween sack? I could tell you I got toothbrushes one year because there was a dentist that lived down the street. And one year he gave us apples, and the next year he gave us toothbrushes, like, you know, in their little packages. I was like, really? A toothbrush? Mr. Dentist? You should be giving me candy so I could get cavities so I can come see you. Which actually I used to have a lot of cavities. I don't get those anymore, thankfully. Okay, so you guys also have, I would like a bar of Whitaker's chocolate from the gourmet collection, or maybe We had the LMP white chocolate. Butterfingers, yes. See, in Belgium, we have sour mats and anything from Kinder. The Kinder stuff is good, and anything Nutella, I agree, is delicious. Pencils. Oh, I've gotten pencils in my Halloween candy before too. Love sour melons, chocolate caramel bars, raisins. Yes, I would often get the little packs of raisins, glow bracelets, erasers. Yeah, sometimes I'm like, I can't eat this eraser. Yeah, it was pencils, erasers, pencil sharpeners, toothbrush, apples. One time, oh yeah, and then the little boxes of raisins. Ooh, Three Musketeers. I used to eat a lot of Three Musketeers. A weirdest thing was a real two kittens. They give you a kitten. That would be best Halloween for me. Go home with a kitten. Heck yeah. Oh, my family wouldn't have allowed kittens. My family sucked. Let's see. What else did like the houses used to really go all out. Like there were, like I remember back in the day, there was like this house that really did look a little haunted, but they had a real like bobbing for apples. Like it was a big, huge cauldron and you could bob for an apple. There was candied apples on strings and like the neighborhood kids would come and, get them. And it was always such a lot of fun. And like the college kids would really decorate the houses, and sometimes they would have like dummies sitting in a chair, but one of them was real. And when you approached the door, they would stand up and they would like scare you. And sometimes people would have their whole house like decorated Halloween. And this is in the hood, you guys. Like people in the hood go off. And like you could go in like through their house and like see like all the Halloweeny stuff, and you could grab candy on the way. It was so, like, I miss those days. And then by the time I hit high school, a lot of the college students were out of college, and like that stuff started to go away. And then once I left for college, like it was almost completely gone. But like I miss those days. Like the whole neighborhood would be in it. Like doors would be open, parents, kids, everybody's out. People with no kids, like grandparents would be out there, like just putting on fun stuff and making their house haunted, and like the weird flashing lights. And it was just so cool. Like I have a lot of really good Halloween memories. I was always really hot during Halloween because my mom, like, she kept telling us it was cold outside, but here in October in San Diego, it's still 80 some degrees at night. And she always made me wear sweats underneath my costume, which made me look dumb. I'm like, this is like the most uncool vampire. Okay, mom. Okay, so let me see what you guys said. Oh, Butterfingers, Nutella, due to my twin being deathly allergic to hazelnuts. Oh, you never had Nutella. I am really allergic to papaya, and that's the only thing I'm allergic to is papaya. I can't have papaya, like, even if it's in lotion, it's like really bad for me. Like, I can't have it on my skin. Definitely can't ingest it. There was 2 stray kittens living in the yard, and the lady of the house said to take them. Okay, okay, kittens, all right. Discovered dark chocolate almond roca. Oh, that would be amazing. Some of our neighbors from the old neighborhood used to do a candy and toy bucket, and then you'd take a handful from each. That's so cool. In the 90s, our neighborhood used to go hard dressed as like like Myers or horror scenes in the front yard. Yes, they used to do that. Like 90s Halloween was a lot of fun. 80s Halloween too. We have a candy bar called Lion, crunchy, chewy, chocolate covered caramel. Too bad you don't have that in the US. I'm going to have my friend Steph send me this, because she just sent me a box and I got some Smarties, which we don't have here. I mean, we have Smarties, but it's a totally different candy. Like your guys' is chocolate, where ours is like chocolate, chalky deliciousness. I like. It's like a breath mint, but it's delicious. Yeah, so I will have to ask her. Maybe when she sends me like a box of goodies around Christmas time, she could send me, what was it called again? A lion bar. A lion, yes. Since I was just scrolling through YouTube and did not recognize, oh, well, hey, hello. I'm a little goth today. All right, Missy, you have a happy Halloween. All right. So, okay. So, what else did I want to share with you guys? Um, our spookiness. Hmm. That one might require juice. So we might do that one a little later. But I say let's get into some scary stories. Let's do this. I always have stories for you guys, like real scary stories. Um, Says I know our neighborhood would always go all out, and they don't do it anymore. It's kind of sad, most because they're religious and don't do anything that's sucky. Yeah, I miss people going all out. We also have Bounty, Mounds or Almond Joy, and Mars, Milky Way. Oh, I miss Mars bars. Um, and Milky Way. Yeah, we used to have Milky Way. We used to have Milky Ways. Yes, story time. This is, did you see the video of the Halloween decorated house that plays Metallica and Nightmare Before Christmas and Chop Suey? I have not seen that. I need to see that for sure. Yes, no papaya. My dude loves papaya, but he only eats it when he's off in Hawaii with his buddies. So he is looking forward to having some papaya because we can't have it in the house. Yes, we always had Halloween parties at church. You know what? My local church, they used to have like a little like Halloween festival, and it was like all full of like games, and you can get tickets for stuff, and it was like a little carnival. They used to have a Halloween carnival at our local church, so it was a lot of fun. So like before we went trick or treating, we would go to the carnival, like the church carnival, and then we go trick or treating, and of course all the houses are doing like fun carnival-y type stuff too. So it was always just a lot of fun to just hang out. And it was the only time that I could stay up till like 10 or 11 o'clock at night and just be eating candy like crazy. so so yeah, okay. All right, paperback. We will catch you later. Happy Samhain. All right, so let's do some scary stories. What story do I want to tell you guys? I had one in mind. I probably should have written it down. The older kids would turn the Sunday schoolrooms into haunted rooms. Ooh. Oh, you know what? That reminds me also. Our local library used to do, like, it was a haunted library. And they do those things where you have to stick your hand in the box and you feel around. They'll tell you it's eyeballs. It's really just like peeled grapes, but they tell you it's eyeballs, or now you're touching spiders, or now you're touching worms. I always thought that was a lot of fun. I'm going to try the first exercise in my Psychic Witch book tonight. Ooh, okay. I missed my So-Called Life 2 show from yeah, my So-Called Life. That was a good show. And Are You Afraid of the Dark? That was also good. That was actually, my brother loved watching that one too. And we used to read, actually, we used to read like scary stories books. Like it was called Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark and More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. Like I was addicted to those books. Uh, they're probably like not that scary now, but they were really scary to me when I was little. Okay, so I'm trying to think of like a good scary story for you guys. Hmm. Hmm. I see I have to go through my plethora of like stories. Like, do I do a more recent one? Do I do one when I was a kid? Uh, there's so many. Um, okay. Okay. I got one. Okay. 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 All right. I have my story. And Goosebumps. Oh, Tales from the Crypt. Tales from the Crypt kind of used to scare me because, he like pops out of the coffin. That was kind of scary. Beyond Belief and the Unexplained. Love those two. Unsolved Mysteries. The music used to scare me. Just found out that the town here in Arizona that is very haunted actually has the ashes of people mixed in with the cement and the sidewalks and the foundations of many buildings. That is creepy, Annette. Oh my gosh. Dude, that is creepy. Okay, so here you go. Scary stories time. Yes, Unsolved Mysteries was so scary. Actually, that brings me to my story because I was watching Unsolved Mysteries. So this is the 90s. This story takes place in the 90s. I'm in high school. I don't remember what grade I'm in. I was probably an upperclassman because I got to stay up later, at least to watch Unsolved Mysteries. And I know that I had an earlier bedtime when I was like a freshman. So I don't know, just somewhere in high school. That's all I remember. Um, I feel like the veil is really lifting because my dreams have been getting so vivid. As you heard already, yes. Jillifer had some awesome dreams. Um, oh yeah, you like the Crypt Keeper's goofy laugh. Okay, here we go. Oh, should I turn the light down? Hold on. No, that's as far down as it goes. Okay. I feel like I should have a little light here or something. Hey, tropical vibes! And the music was super freaky. Yes. Okay. So I was in high school. Um, Shadowlander was in grade school in the 90s. Yeah. So in the 90s, I was in high school. Has anyone seen the new movie, The Craft Legacy? It is so good. Really? I've heard mixed reviews on that one. Um, okay, so we had just got finished watching some show. I say we, as my mother and I. We were sitting on the couch and we had, basically cleaned the kitchen. Everything was clean. So like the lights were off everywhere except in the living room. And we had those like adjustable lights so you could dim the lights if you wanted to. And the lights were attached to our ceiling fan. This comes into play later in the story, hence why I'm telling you. So my mother and I are sitting on the couch. We were watching some sort of TV show, probably The Highlander, because my mom had a crush on Duncan MacLeod. And so my brother and my father were already in bed. And I asked if I could stay up, and she says, yes, but just make sure that you don't stay up for more than an hour because I wanted to watch Unsolved Mysteries. And so my mom's like, yeah, you could stay up, watch Unsolved Mysteries, and then right after you have to go to bed. And I was like, okay, I promise. So my mom gets ready for bed, and I'm just like sitting there on the couch, and basically all the lights are off in the house, except, yes, there can be only one. All the lights are off in the house except for the living room. And we've kind of dimmed the lights a little bit, and I'm just like watching the TV. And Unsolved Mysteries comes on, and there's the music and all of that. The end makes it really good, I think. Mulder from X-Files is in it. Oh, yeah. David Duchovny. Hot stuff. The only reason I watched the X-Files, no, actually, X-Files was really good, but also David Duchovny, too. So I'm watching Unsolved Mysteries. And we would constantly hear footsteps like upstairs. And I didn't like going upstairs. I would only go upstairs if I could bring the dog with me. And our dog hated going up there. She would often like cower and whimper, which, is probably a bad sign. You're already scared already? Okay. Oh, should I lower my voice, make it scarier? So yeah, so there's like footsteps around, and it was kind of like kind of like thumping around, kind of like that. And I'm just like kind of looking because, I would look to the side and there's the kitchen, but there's also a big wall. And on the other side of the wall is the staircase that leads upstairs, John Cassier's amazing voice, the Crypt Keeper. um, and, uh, and I just hear this like thumping around up there, and I'm like trying to ignore it. So like I turn the TV up a little bit, and I'm like really just trying to watch TV, but I'm starting to get a little creeped out. And then I start hearing more of a dun dun dun, like somebody stomping around in the hallway upstairs. And I kind of am like, and I'm just like trying to watch my show. I'm like, I just want to watch this show. Like I just want to watch this show. Let's see, Lorianne, that bald guy in the X-Files, my partner's friend. He never made it until he went bald in his acting career. Really? That is so cool. So then I hear a creaking at the top of the stairs because the stair was partially broken up there. So there's like kind of a creaking, and I'm like, and all of a sudden the lights that were dimmed are starting to like really dim themselves and turn themselves up. Like they're dimming and upping, like the lights are kind of flickering. Yes, I see tried hair plugs. I know Joe Rogan like tried hair plugs for a while, then he just gave up and just shaved it off. Um, but yeah, so like the lights are like kind of like doing this thing, like you know, they're dimming, and the ceiling fan starts to kind of like move a little bit, but it's not on, and it's just like kind of starting to move a little as if there's like air pushing it around up there, and I'm just like, oh, and I'm just like, please, 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 like I don't want no like ghosts, please, I don't want to see any ghosts, please, ghosties, go away, please, leave me alone. I'm just trying to watch my TV show, just like please, 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 like leave me alone. And so then the lights like really start to like dim till like they're almost about ready to turn off, and I hear that creaking that's going on the top stair. I start to hear this like heavy footsteps like coming down the stairs, like it's a thump, 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 and I was like, oh no, I'm out of here. So I like decided, you know what? I'm done watching television. That is it. So I like turned off the TV. I like ran and turned off the lights, and I like ran, like I was like covering my eyes. I'm like running through the hallway to get to my bedroom, and it was so frustrating because the lights in my bedroom would often just pop. I don't know if there was like too much electricity running through those circuits, but it was always in my room, and it was always in different outlets sometimes too. Light bulbs wouldn't last more than a week in my bedroom, but like so like when I went to my room, I always try to keep my eyes closed until I have all the lights turned on, because I would legit see shadows moving in my bedroom. If I looked into the darkness of my room, so I would always keep my eyes closed because I was so scared, and I would turn on my lights until it was like bright with lights in my room, and I would open my shade because I want like the moonlight, at least to like illuminate my room, because I was like really scared of the dark. Because there were scary things that I would see in the dark, and I didn't want to see scary things, and so I remember turning on all the lights in my bedroom, and then the lights popped so that it was complete darkness in my bedroom. And I was like, I was like, please just leave me alone. Like, I don't want to see any ghosties. Like, please, 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 please. And like, so then I just like decided like, I'm just going to wear to bed like what I'm already wearing. So I like jumped in my bed, like threw the covers over my head. And I was just like, and like nothing happened the rest of the night. But I just thought it was like super freaky that, I was literally hearing something coming down the stairs. Like it was unmistakable. And the lights started turning off on their own. And then the lights all exploded in my bedroom, like literally all three lamps like were like pop, pop, pop. But I was like, okay, so let me see what you guys are saying. I would be peeing my pants if that happened to me. Yes, very scary. It says, I once helped a friend clear her garage, and when we took Sage in for the first time, the light bulb exploded over us. Oh my gosh. Me and my son were in the living room, and the door's open. My son looks at me and said, I didn't know the door could open by itself. Oh, that is freaky. So yeah, so that's scary story number one. Let's see, what else do we do? Oh, oh, shall we do when we did the, okay, we had our house officially like cleared as a housewarming gift when we first got the house. So one of my good friends, he's a shaman, and he brought his husband, and he wanted to do like a whole house clearing. He says, it should be nice and clear, the energy, so that you and Brian can, fill it with your energy. And the people that had the house before us, they were like kind of weird. The husband and wife were both prison guards, and they had a daughter, but the neighbors, on either side said it was kind of odd because they never swept the walkway. Like they like the yard used to be beautiful and green, and they just kind of let it overgrow and turn brown, and like turned it basically into a haunted house. They said they rarely ever saw them leave except when they were like in their cars, like leaving for work. And they just kind of kept to themselves. But on the inside of the house, they have for some reason painted it red like a freaking horror movie. So I'm glad, yeah, there's no more red paint in here. But it was pretty creepy. And the energy in our house was a little, it was a little on the weird side. I mean, there was good energy, but it was like there was really some energy that was off too. And so my friend wanted to do a whole clearing and make sure that our house was, ready for our energy, to be brought in, keep it nice and high vibe and, all that good stuff. Let's see, back in the mid 90s, my son, who was in high school, was home alone, picked up the phone to call his friend. Someone else got on the phone in our house. What? What? That's a little freaky. Actually, we used to have where our phone would ring and it would be like nobody really on the other end. It was so weird. That would freak me out. Reminds me of the neighbors in the Burbs. Yes, the Burbs. That's a good movie. So anyway, so my friend, he's doing the clearing and he starts downstairs and he's actually he did he do 2 clearings? Or no, it was 1 mega clearing. He may have done 2. Gosh, I don't remember. I think he did 2 because we had some crazy energy in this house. Yeah, he did 2 clearings because the house needed it because it was like extra full of some extra stuff that didn't need to be here. So yeah, I remember he came back for 1 particular clearing. It says, I have had scarier though. After my husband passed, the stuff would fly off my walls and stuff would fly off the dresser onto my bed until I released his ashes. It freaked me out. That's a little freaky. I mean, he was probably just trying to get your attention, but it's a little freaky. So yeah, okay. So my friend was like, he wanted to clear out, like specifically, he came back for the master closet because we have a large portal that's in there. And when he did that's right, he came back a second time because the first clearing, he said that there was a lot of stuff going on in there that, with that portal. And basically it was an old portal where basically he says just a lot of spiritual energy comes through. He says, imagine an interdimensional bus depot. Like it's an old thing, so like stuff is just used to just kind of coming through, but he tried to kind of shut it down, but he wasn't like that successful. So he said, I have to come back a second time. So he came back and he went into the closet, and I actually had really bad allergies every time I went into the closet. And I'm not a person who has allergies like normally, but every time I went in the closet, I would have like these really bad allergies. It's like I couldn't breathe and I couldn't be in there. So I thought that maybe since the neighbors had a dog, maybe they kept their dog in the closet or something. So I was like vacuuming, trying to get whatever dander or anything that's there. But it's just like I couldn't be in there. My eyes would start watering, my nose would get plugged up, and it was like I had so many allergies. And I was trying to tell my friend I have like these really bad allergies in the closet, and he's like, Tara, those aren't allergies. He goes, there's something big in there and it doesn't want you in there, and therefore it's giving you a physical reaction to keep you out. And I was like, really? That's kind of freaky. Because we were having some stuff moving around in the house that was not like, not the high vibe type stuff, like locking Brian out of the house. Like it literally did lock Brian out of the house one time. And he had to climb in through the upstairs window, like using a ladder. Yeah, so there was like all this stuff going on, like giant heavy sliders moving, opening by themselves. This is, thank you. It's been 5 years. I have had time to heal. Still sad. We were together for 18 years. I'm so sorry, Silver Star. But as you know, they never really truly leave. They stick around. I mean, hence he was obviously trying to get your attention. And so he went in to try and clear this portal, and he's doing the traditional stuff. He's using Palo Santo, and he's saying, hey, you're no longer in here. He's praying, he's chanting. And I'm just sitting on the bed. My dude's hanging out talking to my friend's husband. And then it's like my friend's like really starting to sweat and like like look pretty bad. And he goes, what's in here is not one, but it's many, but they're coming together as one energy. He says, and right now it's trying to scare me. And he says, this energy is trying to tell me it's Satan. And he goes, and I'm like, you're not Satan. Satan doesn't exist. It's like, but I'm the devil. And he's like, it's saying like, I'm devil, I'm Satan, like fear me, I'm powerful, I can hurt you. And he says, and so it was starting to give him an upset stomach, like it was attacking his stomach and trying to make my friend ill. And my friend was like, basically he goes, this thing is strong, but it's only strong because there's so many of them and they've come together as one energy and they're trying to be super big and scary and imposing. He goes, when really they're not like divided, they're not that scary or strong in energy, but they're coming together trying to intimidate me. And he goes, right now they're trying to make my stomach upset because they're trying to get me out of here. And he's like, but you're not going to get me out of here. He goes, I don't care how sick you make me. He goes, I'm not leaving here until you're gone. And he says, apparently this thing believes that this dimension belongs to it, and that this house that you live in belongs to it, and it's trying to get you out. He's like, but he says, I'm trying to push it back out. And he says, so I'm calling on all of my guides to try and get rid of this thing. And he says, but every time, because he also had he has like a little chime thing that he was using, and every time he hit the chime wouldn't ring. Like it seriously wouldn't ring. It was ringing all over the house, except in the closet. It would be kunk, kunk. Like if you hit the chime, like it seriously, there was no reverberation in the closet. It was like chunk. It's like, how is that even possible? And he was like, and that's because the energy was so dense and it was so negative, and it was very dark. And he was just like, kunk, kunk, kunk. And he couldn't get it to sing. He couldn't get that happy vibe going on in there. And so he's still going with the Palo Santo, and he says, you need to leave, you need to leave. This is not your house. This belongs to Tara and Brian. This is not your house. This is not your house. And he was in there for like a few hours, working on this thing. And then at some point he said it says, I'm going to attack other people. He says, no, I've put up a barrier. You're not allowed to leave this closet. And then it couldn't get out of the closet. It was stuck in there, but it also wouldn't go back into the, it wouldn't go back into the portal. And my friend said he was not going to use the D word because, the word demon. He says, because it gave it too much power. So he says, I'm just going to call it a little thing, he says, because I will not even give it the name of that, because that gives it too much power. And so, and then, what was it? There was, then my friend's car alarm starts going off, and my friend asks his husband, he's like, where's the car keys? And he's like, oh, I don't have them. They're on the kitchen table downstairs. And my friend's like, he says, that car alarm, he says, that's the energy. It's trying to distract us. It's trying to get me out to go, leave, go check on my car. He says, so that it can get out of this room. He's like, but I'm not letting it out of this closet. He goes, it's going back in that portal. And he says, so he goes, it's trying all these distractions, trying to give him an upset stomach. It tried setting off his car alarm. Well, it did set off the car alarm. And then it was like turning on certain electrical devices in our house. It was like getting kind of freaky. And he says it was like trying to distract us and scare us the best way it knew how, which was through electricity and stuff. And so I'm just like, what am I like freaking, are we witnessing like an exorcism, or like what's going on here? Oh, you guys are scared. I'm listening to you on my earbuds. My husband was dozing off on the couch, just woke up and told me he was tapped on the shoulder. It's just us, and I'm across the room from him. Oh, so freaky. So then, and then my friend starts calling in his guides. He starts calling in his angels. He's saying Archangel Michael, and he's calling all these angels, and it's like having like zero effect on this thing. Like it didn't care what kind of angels you were calling in. It was like, so then he's saying all this stuff, and then finally he says Jesus, and then this thing was like, ugh. It responded to that, and he says that sometimes certain energies just respond differently to certain, like, spirit guides and deities and stuff like that, and ascended masters. And so when he said Jesus, that was apparently the thing that thing didn't like, whatever that thing was. So then it was like on the run around the closet, and he asked me to come in with him, and like I was standing in there with him, and you could literally feel something like brushing past you as it was like literally running around the closet. It was like now it was on the run because it didn't like that the energy of Jesus had come in, and was now going after it. And so it was like running, and finally, after a long time, he got it, whatever it was, back through the portal. And he left, a little something, and he said to use the Palo Santo regularly, always give it a clearing, always use your Tibetan singing bowl, just keep it high vibe. He says, because he goes, I tried to close it. It's a portal that I cannot close, but it's mostly closed. He says, so from time to time, you might still have energies that come through because they're very curious. But he says, but for the most part, that thing, at least that thing is gone. The thing that's been opening the doors and locking people out and moving stuff and all of that, like that's gone. And I was like, thank goodness. But yeah, I mean, we've had stuff since then. Actually, my acupuncturist, who's also like my mom, she came over to also do a clearing, and she made a beeline for that closet. I didn't even tell her anything about the closet. I didn't even tell her that my friend did a clearing or anything like that. She went straight to the closet, and she was like, there's a portal here. I can feel it. And so she says, you need to play the ohms. So if you guys have ever seen like some of my videos where it has that om sound in the background, it's probably because I'm filming in the bedroom. So the ohms play 24/7 in my bedroom. To keep it high vibe. And it's been good so far. And sometimes when certain things come through that probably shouldn't come through, they turn the ohms off. And so that's when I know that it's time to do another clearing, and I have to turn the ohms back on. And I'm just like, dude, don't mess with my ohms. And so then I have to like do a whole little clearing, and then it's fine again. But it's just like maintenance. I have portal maintenance in my house, but that was definitely a little freaky. So anyway, but it sounds like you guys have some freaky stories too. It says, that's so true. I was able to call on Jesus when I was younger, and now I call on Archangel Michael. They don't mess with me anymore. Plus the cleaning helps. Yes, definitely. Yeah, and sometimes it just, I could call on certain energies and it just has no effect, but there's like, you just have to call on the right energy, I guess. And then all of a sudden, like, that's the energy that thing doesn't like. And then it's like, it's like, okay, I guess you don't like Jesus, or you don't like Callie, or you don't like, Okay, I don't know. Okay, so this happened to you guys, where you guys are starting to fall asleep, and then you hear somebody shout your name, or somebody shout something, or somebody talking next to you. Have you guys ever had that happen? Where you're like starting to doze off, and all of a sudden you hear like talking, and then you wake up, sort of, but you're only like half asleep. I mean, I guess you weren't fully asleep. And then it's like you can kind of sort of still hear something. All right, so She Walks in Beauty is back. Oh, okay, 2 a.m. where you are. Oh my goodness. Okay, so you guys have had that too. Dude, that's creepy. And sometimes, okay, so you guys hear your name being called. Other people have heard it too. Oh, okay, so I'm not the only one. But yeah, sometimes I hear my name, like I'll start to fall asleep and I'll hear Tara. And I'm like, but lately, as in maybe a month or so ago, because I haven't heard it in the past month, there's a man's voice in my bedroom. And as I'm starting to doze off, it's like, Tara, but it's like a stern Tara. And I'm like, yeah. And Brian's always asleep. He always misses all this stuff. Like I'm like, you're always asleep for all this. Let's see, Hecate, when I was doing a house cleansing in one house, my friend and I worked together. We walked into an exorcism being performed, In the past, it was affecting the householders. Whoa. She walks in beauty's like, I thought it was just me. I have the chills. So yeah, I had to do some major cleansing for sure. Oh my gosh. So yeah, so also I've also this too, as I'm dozing off and like I hear my name or I hear a word or I hear a part of a phrase, um, sometimes I wake up and I shout something out too. Like it's totally a like I don't know, how do you put it? Like I'm not saying it. Like something else makes me say it. Like say a word. And that's only happened a couple of times where I've like woken up, but I say something, but I'm like I'm not conscious of me saying it. Like I don't know, maybe it's me saying it, but I don't know. It's like something else. I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't even know how to put it. It says yes, name called while sitting quietly. It's always at the weirdest time. And it's always super quiet for sure. And usually at that time the ohms will turn itself off too, which I'm like, I don't think I like that energy. uh, oh, you hear stuff okay, when I wash my face too, yes. Um, because our bathroom shares the wall with the master closet. So sometimes when I'm washing my face, I know there's stuff staring at me behind me and it's a little freaky. So I have to like mentally be like, please stop looking at me while I wash my face and brush my teeth. You're kind of freaking me out. And if you freak me out, I'm going to like pull out the big guns and I'm going to make you go away, you know? So yeah, it sometimes it can get a little freaky, but you know, I wouldn't say scared anymore. Not a whole lot scares me. Scary movies scare me. But like I see so many crazy energies, like not a lot of that scares me. I mean, I get a little unnerved, but I never run away in fear. Like I refuse to run away because I'm like, this is my house and I will be damned if I'm scared in my own house. I said I will not be scared of any room. Like this house is mine and you know, other spirits just have to deal with it. um Let's see, Claudia, last night I woke up at 4 a.m. and my apartment door was open quite wide. Ooh, somebody was coming in or out? I spurt words out all the time, sometimes in different languages. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm usually speaking in Spanish though. Which is interesting because I mean, yes, I understand Spanish and yes, I can kind of speak Spanish. Not as good as I used to when I was younger, you know, just because I don't use it much anymore. But apparently when I'm dreaming, I'm speaking in Spanish and I dream in Spanish too. And I dream in Italian as well. And every once in a while, there's a little bit of French going on in my dreams. But, you know, when I'm speaking, actually, you know what? My boyfriend has woken up. I've woken him up by accident where I'm not awake, but he says that I'm like totally speaking in tongues. And he says that he has thought about waking me up, but it seems like whatever's going on in my dream, like I got it handled, so he just kind of leaves me alone. But yeah, he's like, sometimes you speak in tongues and it's like really, like it's not even a language. You're like, and you know, and it's like so weird. Like sometimes I feel like I'm in this weird half dream state where I know that my eyes are trying to open, so they're like creepily half open, and I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm pretty sure if somebody walked in on me, I'd be like, I'd look a little scary. Um, Let's see. I've encountered some very different energies and or voices during some of my Reiki sessions. Interesting. Silver Star, something crazy woke me up at 4 a.m. too. For me, it's 3 something or 4 a.m. if something's going to wake me. I've spoken in a different language I do not speak in my sleep. A partner at the time recorded the messages, turned out to be for a client that turned up the next day at work. That is freaky, but awesome. Jillifer also woke up at 4 a.m. last night. She walks in beauty, speaks Spanish in my dreams too. Yeah, in my dreams they're in Spanish. So somewhere in my subconscious, my Spanish is still there. Annette said 4 a.m. time. Wow. And Claudia lives alone. So Claudia, that's a little freaky. I think there was a spirit visiting then. Hecate speaks French in her dreams. See, that's craziness. We're all experiencing that. Yeah, see, this is why I like sharing that stuff, because it's like, Oh, wow, I'm not the only one. Okay, so that's cool. That feeling of waking up and not being awake, that's. DR says, I tend to levitate. Okay, funny you bring that up because this has only happened a couple of times where I'm in between like asleep and awake, and I can feel like my limbs like rising, like it feels like my legs and my arms are rising up even though they're not. And I can like kind of open my eyes enough to see that my legs and arms are not rising, but I'm also half asleep. Like I'm half awake, but I'm half asleep where I can see, like my eyes are kind of partially open. I can see what's going on, but I'm also like feeling like I'm like rising out of my body. It's so weird. Lynn says, OMG. DR is like, others see it. Wow. Past 3 months, my dog wakes me up at 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. and scratches to open the door for her, but she goes back to bed and doesn't go out. Interesting. Hekate realizes not alone. Susie, when I was pregnant with my son, I would always wake up at 2:55. When I had him, my water broke at 2:55. Oh my gosh, that is cool, Susie. It's like your son was like, I'm giving you fair warning. Oh, light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Actually, you know what? I did that with my cousins when I went to, I visited Ohio back in '96 for my grandmother's funeral. And I got to meet all my cousins out there that I'd never met. And it was so cool because I was like, I have blonde cousins. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys have blonde hair and like beautiful blue eyes and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, you guys are my cousins? Like, that is so cool. And so they were like totally into like woo woo, witchcraft, all that stuff. I thought that was just like amazing. And so I remember we all like closed the door in like my grandmother's sister. So my great aunt, I guess, she had this huge bathroom, and we were in there, and we were playing light as a feather, stiff as a board, and we were freaking each other out. And then we played Bloody Mary, and we got really, really freaked out. And then we decided we were going to stop playing. And then, but we did realize that there was a lot of haunted, like that place was haunted because there was two houses on the same property. There was like the granny flat, and then there was like the main house. And one of my great aunts, she lived in the granny flat, and she showed me that there was a secret staircase that was used during the time of like slavery, when they were in charge of helping escaped slaves, you know, helping them to find freedom. So they had a, like behind one of the bookcases, like I actually got to go up there. It was kind of cool. Like the wall opens, and you kind of don't see it sort of because it blends in with the wallpaper, but the wall opens, and then there's this tiny skinny staircase that you have to kind of duck as you like go up into like the attic. And there's like little like couple of bedrooms up there, but nothing is high enough for you to like be able to stand up straight, so you basically have to crawl around up there. But there's all this like old stuff, you know, that belonged to like my grandmother and all that stuff. And so my great aunt was telling me all about it, that yeah, they said our family, you know, we used to hide slaves, you know, escaped slaves, and we tried to help them find freedom, you know. And so that's what that area was used for. And there was so much weird energy like there. And like when I was asleep that night, like I could swear there was people moving around in the house. It was so weird. I was like, I don't think I want to sleep in this house anymore. um, let's see. I was speaking different languages and talking to beings that were not there. My husband at the time was so freaked out, especially when I stared at him and asking him questions. His jaw dropped at my questions. Oh my gosh, Silver Star. Hecate, that levitating reminded me when I fell asleep watching Da Vinci Code holding Labradorite. I felt like I was levitating. When I woke up, I discovered wasps in a closed room in the house, the lounge. What? What? Oh my gosh. Choke on my spit. That's so freaky. I love spooky stories, make me feel I'm not so insane and alone. Oh, La Llorona is also freaky too. Yes, my spit went down the wrong tube. Dude, my Nana used to tell me about La Llorona. She was like, my Nana was not a she was not a like a super smiley type person. You know, my Nana was very serious. So she would sit there in her chair, and that's how she would sit. And she was like, Mija, Mija. I was like, yes, Nana. She's like, do you know who La Llorona is? No. She's the crying lady. You know why she cries? She drowned her children. I'm like, okay. And she says, you know what? If you're bad, La Llorona is going to get you. You don't go to bed on time? La Llorona. I was like, I promise I'll go to bed. So yeah, she used to scare me with La Llorona. Yes, Major freaked out at the time. Yeah, that was my Nana trying to get me to be a good kid. Is you scare the pants off of them, apparently. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I was kind of waiting until, let's see, 8, 9. Okay, so since now we're at 10 o'clock, I was kind of waiting because, you know, towards the end of the chat, I actually want to do another spirit connection and a little reading for us. Interesting. Let's see. Sometimes I feel super strong emotions for like 2 seconds and then it stops. It usually happens in my bedroom. Maybe spirits? Possibly, yes. I would think so. I used to get so terrified of the scary stories my mom would tell me about growing up in the Philippines. Dude, my dad too. My dad would tell me these stories about like what my grandfather would experience in the Philippines and like there's stories my dad used to tell me, like things he saw when he was a child, which is like super freaky. Um, sounds like Kaiser Soze to make the kids behave. So yes. Okay. So I want to do, what do I want to do first? Okay. Roman, what's up? Tangy is here. Happy Halloween. Okay, so I wanted to use, I have this cool little casket here, and actually I just want to use it for my charms because I have all my little charms in here. And I just wanted to pull a little message for us, and then I wanted to do a quick like spirit communication. Yeah, so let's do this. So I have my, hold on, hopefully I don't knock my nails off, my fake nails. Thank you, Tangy. We are doing good. Jen says, hey all, been listening in the background for a while. Well, hello. Okay, so I have my charms. I just want to ask for a little Samhain message from Spirit. So let's do this. Okay, so I have my charms that fell in here. So let's take a look. I'm just flipping them all over so that I can show you guys. All right, so I'm gonna put all the letters up at the top if you guys want to see if any of these letters make sense to you guys. The letters and the numbers. So, interesting. 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 Okay, all I can say is interesting. Okay, so hey Paula, currently a little freaked out, waiting on massive storms to come through. Oh my gosh, Jen, please be careful. Be careful. Oh my goodness. Okay, so see if these letters make sense to you. B, R, V, D, Y. So I don't know if that is like anything for anybody. And the number 6 and the number 3, or the number 36. So 6 and 3, so it could be a date, maybe June 3rd. It could be the 6th of November, the 3rd of November. Says, yes, it's horrible. The weather is like that. Oh my gosh. You guys be safe, please. My goodness. Um, but you know what I kind of thought with the BRY, it was like it's the beginning of my boyfriend's name, which is kind of cool. But I don't know what DV is. Dave? I don't know, Dave. I know no Dave on the other side. Okay, so just kind of looking at the charms and just kind of putting the numbers and letters aside. We have a little white kitty, we have a hot air balloon, we have like the bad Stitch, or it's not Stitch, but it's like the bad version of Stitch. We have a flower, we have a baseball, we have a little Finding Nemo fish, we have a little piggy, a little heart with wings, Super Mario, another little flower, which is good, and one of our little dudes there, and a little police car. So 6 is my favorite number. B and R are in your last name. Okay. Susie, oh, I have the wrong letters. Oh, you had the letters wrong. Kate said those so-called spring storms can play havoc. Oh my goodness. So Brady for 6 and 3. Actually, it could be Brady if you do BRDY. It's just missing the A. I think sometimes all things don't all be spelled out, but that can be it. Okay, so the message that I'm getting here, and you guys, like I said, can play with the letters and the numbers. My dad is called David, and we always call him Dave. Interesting. That is interesting. So yeah, 3 or 6, 6, 3. Okay. Okay. So this message definitely is about our election that's coming up, because I have, like, it's the little American flag heart, and then we also have baseball, which is a very American sport, it's American pastime, and I feel it says here, things are, it's, I don't know if you guys can see, hold on. No, you guys can't see. It's a little hot air balloon, but it's like, the energy is rising, things are up in the air, but there is a message of love that's coming through, and it's like, Nemo trying to find his way home. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's like everybody's waiting. Well, everybody in United States, because this is not like the world president, it's just our country's presidential election. It's like with this elections, there's all this interesting energy, definitely a lot of pumping of energy, and it's almost like an emergency of energy, like we need this right now. So it's like, not just we're going to find out who the president is, but it's like there's this energy shift that's going to happen at that same time. So it's not just an election. It's like there's this shift, and it's like an emergency, as if we need this. There's something, coming that we need. But it's positive, I see, because, with these flowers, it's a blooming, it's something new, something beautiful. And I don't think it has to do with the person that's elected. It's just that energy that's coming through. And then we have the little white kitty, which to me again is like, I always see kittens as something very positive, and white is purity. So it's like this pure energy is coming through, and it's raising up right now. I mean, we feel it right now. It's a huge hit, but it's like, to keep in mind that yes, there's an election going on for our country, and there's all this stuff, but there's something completely separate, this other energy that's coming through, that is coming through like a ton of bricks, in a good way, you know, not, I don't see it coming as like a negative energy. It's like this new beginning, this new thing that we're all shifting into and feeling. And it's something that is rising even now, you know, with this hot air balloon. So I like it. I like that little reading. Hold on, let me go back to what you guys are saying. Yes, that is spooky, and it will affect other countries. Well, yes, but you know, I'm not saying like, but like our, you know, not for us to be like the center of the world, you know. But yes, I do know that, you know, depending on the leaders of different countries that are, you know, elected, you know, it kind of affects their dealings with those other countries too. Yes, for sure. Um, Ashley, hey, how are you? Tanji said, I just noticed your skelly head in the background is aligned with the chair tapestry vertebrae. He looks like he's dancing. Oh my gosh. Little Sophos is dancing over there. She walks in beauty. My last minute costume today was a kitten. Hey, nice. Claudia said, North American politics will affect the world. Yeah, I do believe that, you know, we're not a world all of our own, but yes, definitely. So yay. Okay, so I like that. And like I said, I think some of those letters definitely worked with you guys. But okay, I want to do some spirit communication before we call it a night. Are the cats still up? Can we see Loki and the other one? They are. I don't know where they are, but I promise I'll show you guys before we leave our live chat today. They're probably just hanging out with my dude right now. Okay, so let me put this deck away. And I would like to do some spirit communication with my Mildred Payne Secret Pocket Oracle. Hold on, let me get my hair out of this deck. My hair gets in everything. Oh, hey, Wally. People were just asking about you. Wally, you want to say hello? Hold on, I'm trying to put my deck away. Okay, okay. Wally? Puma? Hey, baby. Hello. Hello. Do you want to say hello? I think people want to say hi. Oop. Oh, oh, baby. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, hello, honey. Oh, how are you? How are you? Oh, he's purring. He's purring really loud. Yes, everybody wanted to say hi to you. Yes, because they love the great Wally Walito. Puma, are you going to jump off? There we go. Oh, Wally, everybody was saying hello to you. Yes, he came. Yes, he's doing much better, much better. But you'll be very busy tomorrow for people wanting a reading. Yes, definitely. Okay, let me grab my secret pocket oracle. Where did I put that deck? Aha. Okay, so I want to tap in with spirit, and then we'll call it a night. But you know, so I'm doing it for anybody who's going to catch the replay or who is watching live right now. Yes, a very rare blue moon. Okay, so I like to use these to try and connect with spirit and try to get a clearer picture of what's going on. So I'm just asking, maybe hopefully it's somebody that's in the chat right now, you know, trying to connect with one of their loved ones. So let me do this. Let me have a drink of water, ground myself a little bit. I know Wally didn't want to leave, but it's hard to talk when he's on my back. And Loki's probably around here somewhere too. So before we leave the chat, I'll make sure you guys see Loki. Okay. Okay, so the energy that's coming forward is, I had to kind of like make sure it was actually a kid, but a kid more like preteen or going into being a preteen. Blonde hair, lots of freckles, kind of a tomboy. This energy of this young girl is coming through. The outfit that she's wearing, she kind of looks like she's from maybe the mid 60s, mid to late 60s is kind of like the jumper and things that she's wearing. So blonde, lots of freckles, kind of like a 60s, mid 60s outfit for a kid. Like maybe 11 years old, somewhere around there. But I want to get a little bit more information, so I'm just going to ask her. That is too many cards, so we'll go ahead and shuffle again. Still too many cards. Very talkative you are. Okay, so we have heart. We have shield, so shielding her heart. We have ribbon. To me, this is like for a little girl. Oh, Panther. Hey, Panther. You want to say hello? I'm a big boy. I'm a big boy. You are a big boy. Oh, Lokester. Yeah, sorry, I don't have any more treats, Loki. Okay, so definitely a little girl energy coming through. I am getting that the reason of her passing was some sort of medical issue, like possibly some sort of disorder, which caused her early passing. But I'm thinking this was a long time ago because it kind of looks like she's from the 60s. We have the arrow, which is I'm on the right track. Harp, just to say, whoever is, you know, this person connects to, that they are, you know, it's like I'm an angel, I'm in heaven. Basically, I'm good. So I do have a feeling like this young person passed a long time ago, like back in the 60s. Like I said, just kind of like the way she's dressed. She's kind of like jumping off of her bicycle. It's like it's got the banana seat, you know, bicycle seat, and it's you know, kind of got the cool handlebars and everything with the streamers. And she's kind of curious, like, who are you, you know, kind of thing. And I'm like trying to let her know, like, well, I talk to special people like you. But yeah, she's very curious, but I get a very like tomboy type energy from her. I love all her little freckles. Like she's got little freckles everywhere. But I feel like it was some sort of medical issue, which was the cause of her passing. But she's just kind of letting people know, like, I'm fine now, like I'm good, you know. So whoever this connects with, so I don't know if this is somebody in the replay watching it in the future or somebody who's in the chat right now. Okay, so with the octopus, I'm getting that perhaps her father could have been military, so maybe in the Navy. But yeah, family member in the military. I'm guessing Navy. So Navy dad, Navy grandpa, possibly. And protected. So she's protecting whoever this energy is connected to. So this could be like an aunt of yours that passed away, or this could be um, a family member. It could have been a sister from a long time ago, a cousin, something like that. But I feel like this person has kind of come back as almost like your spirit guide. So they're here protecting you. They're just letting you know that they watch over you. So yes, there was a lot of people that watched over them while they were when they were young and experiencing their medical issues, but it's now them that's watching over you, or her that's watching over you. So factory, um, right away I was thinking Detroit, all the factories out there. So I don't know, kind of living out in that area maybe. um, can she say who she connects with? Let's try that. It's somebody who's older than me in the group. So somebody who, I don't know, would be in their 50s or 60s in our group, um, who would connect with her. Um, Seeing somebody with short brown hair. I don't know if that's one of you guys or one of you guys that watches this in the future. But if you're a little older, 50s, 60s, short brown hair, maybe glasses, that's the person she's trying to connect with. Um, so I guess you guys would have been roughly the same age or close in age back in the 60s. Like I keep feeling like it's somebody's sister, like close, like that, like sister, or I mean, I guess it could have been a friend that was like a sister, but I really feel like it's more like a sister energy. Okay, and then there's the energy of somebody I have that passed away who's trying to come through by saying, "My name is Tabitha," but Tabitha is somebody I know that passed away. I mean, unless this person's name is also Tabitha, but I think my friend is trying to come through too. All right, she's gotten on her bike and she has left. So hopefully that message reaches somebody that she's fine, she's doing well. She likes to say that she's in heaven, and actually she's watching over you. So she is like one of your spirit guides now. So again, if there's somebody who watches this in the future or is in the chat right now, short brown hair, glasses, you're in your late 50s, early 60s, possibly had a sister that passed away due to some medical complications. Um, if they don't know who it is right away, they should write down the note and it will come to them later. Yes, a lot of spirits will come in strong. The veil is so thin, especially tomorrow. Yes, so oftentimes because usually, and obviously my friend's not having his Dia de los Muertos party this year, but we usually have a lady who comes in and she helps to connect to all of our loved ones, and we bring pictures of our loved ones, and she likes to say that sometimes people get psychic amnesia where you're like talking about somebody's loved one and automatically like your brain goes blank and you're like, who, what? I don't know this person. And then later it's like you're thinking about it. Oh my gosh, that was my aunt. Like, sometimes when you're in the moment, like you forget and don't know. So yeah, so definitely like maybe write some of the stuff down and maybe it'll connect later on. Oops. Hopefully I'm not sitting on my little fairy back there. Um, Sounds like Jennifer Ball. Oh, yeah, maybe. Um, Hopefully she watches this later then. Okay, so let me try and connect with another energy. Actually, let me have water before I do that. Okay. Okay, so there's also some trickster energies coming through, so I'm just trying to like block them out while I try to, connect to your loved ones. So this one is an older male coming through, wearing a hat, smoking a cigar, and all I hear is the ticking of his pocket watch. Like that's the main thing about him is his pocket watch. So major symbol, pocket watch. So I don't know if one of you guys possibly inherited his pocket watch after his passing, but I keep hearing the ticking of that pocket watch. He keeps like just like dropping it and showing it, as it opens so that I could see the ticking of time. So again, older gentleman, possibly somebody's grandfather or father, with his cigar and his hat, like a gentleman's hat, and a pocket watch. He wanted to make sure that the hat was emphasized. He goes, I do wear a hat. I wear a gentleman's hat. All right, Dawn's saying her dad. Okay, so let's get some more Dawn's father. So with the ladder here, again, it could have two meanings. Ladder could be connecting with him. Says, okay, I'm gonna try and sleep now. Oh my gosh, Claudia, it's so late. So yes, again, buenos noches and happy Halloween. Yes. Yeah, so the ladder, it could be something that was actually connected with him, but also I'm getting that we're bridging the gap between you two right now. Like high and low. Um, okay, so with the rope, I'm seeing something like I don't know, like he's the kind of guy that would like make knots with rope or use rope, but also as a metaphor for you, like you are, I see rope as like a strong message, like you are such a strong person. I'm seeing with the rope, but also I don't know if he actually played with rope or did things with rope. But yeah, just kind of like and it's a little difficult because there's like your dad, then Don is bringing other people with him. And so it's muddying his message a little bit, but something about like strength and you being strong. Um, all right, Aries is here. Hello, hello. Yay. Um, I'm kind of getting, okay, so very interesting. So this man who's coming through, it's kind of like he's, I don't know, like he would come across as a very serious guy, but he kind of had like a tongue-in-cheek sense of humor. And so with the little pitchfork, it's kind of like him saying, he says, so some people might think I might have ended up downstairs, but I actually went upstairs. He's like, I did not go downstairs. I went upstairs. But more like a tongue in cheek, but I get that he's like mostly kind of coming off as like a serious dude, but he's kind of got a good sense of humor. I like his sense of humor. It's a little dry, but um all right, so Roman is taking off. All right, Tangi, you have a good night. Oh, and the flower, which is always, for me, I see spirit is always extending that rose, extending that flower of saying, I love you. I'm, protecting you. I'm with you all the time. It's always a good gesture, a beautiful gesture of love, when they extend that to their relatives that are here on this plane. So it's always that, I'm handing you a rose, I'm handing you a flower. And excuse me, it's a tends to be kind of a universal symbol that I've seen with a lot of spirits. But I do like that tongue-in-cheek sense of humor. But again, on a more serious note, he's saying, I'm handing you the rose, I'm with you. And I love you, yes. Um, he's asking to, if you do have his pocket watch, if you could keep it ticking, please. So maybe keep it wound or keep the batteries in it, but if you could keep it ticking, please. Yeah, so I'm getting that with the wheel, the wind it up, keep it ticking. He must be really fond of it. Ooh. And then the skull saying, yes, I've passed, but that doesn't mean I'm gone. Hence the handing you the rose. Okay, so I believe he's leaving because he just picked up his pocket watch, he closed it up and he put it in his pocket. And he's like, excuse me, I have to go catch the train. So he's off to go catch the train and his energy is departing. Okay, so I have one very antsy energy. I'm gonna do one more reading because I have one very antsy person that would like to talk. So I'll give them their time to talk. They don't want the cards though. They want it coming from me. So it's just gonna be from me for this last person. Sometimes spirit doesn't like the cards. It's just, I mean, everybody's got their preferences, I guess. All right. Agrivrie Makbul. Grimbaresham. Aresham. Aresham. Agrivie. 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 Okay, so this is a woman, I believe. She has dark hair and it's almost like she's dressed like indigenously. Um, I don't really understand her language actually. Um, but she's like pointing to whoever is listening or to whoever will listen, um, just saying, like, it's almost like the family was trying to erase a part of your guys' history. And she's saying, like, I'm your ancestor. Like, I'm a part of you. Good night, Siren. But yeah, I feel like there's like a section of your family tree that's kind of maybe not talked about and it's kept hidden for whatever reason. And she's saying that she is a part of that history and she was coming through and saying, hey, you know, don't forget me. I don't forget you. I'm with you all the time, whether the family acknowledges me or not. Like I'm with you guys. So it's almost um, like something that's just not talked about in the family or kept hidden in the family. Mak, 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 not, I, I can't even pronounce what she's saying. Mak, da, mak, ma, makadiag, makdadiag. So she's just kind of wanting people to know that she existed and that other members of the family existed. Um, and just, this being a time of people honoring their ancestors, just acknowledgement is all she would really want. um, is she indigenous Filipino? I'm not sure, actually. I just know she has like dark hair, just kind of shoulder length. Um, I guess she's kind of brown like me, but it doesn't sound like Tagalog. It sounds a little different. Maybe though. I mean, it's like 10,000 islands. There's probably so many different versions of Tagalog over there. So many languages. Um, yeah, she was just kind of taking offense that the family would want to keep family hidden. Like, why would you keep family hidden? Like, family is family. Um, and she just wants acknowledgement that they ever existed, but to say that no, somebody never existed or that certain people in the family never existed is kind of harsh. um, it says I have an ancestor that's Visayan and Native American. That would make sense because she kind of looks like indigenous Native American, but the language that she's speaking kind of doesn't sound like that. And my grandfather did speak Visayan. So our Spanish side disowned our indigenous side. Really? You might want to. All she's asking is like, please. All I'm asking is that you acknowledge our existence, and if you want to light a candle, it doesn't have to be fancy. Like, I don't think she wants anything fancy. Like, you don't have to do up a whole huge altar or anything. But she's just asking, like, just just acknowledge us, pray for us, and if you could light a candle, that would be perfect. So this is we have tattoos. Yeah, so maybe then it is for you. Yeah, I mean, because the way she's dressed, kind of looks like people in the family. So, okay, so we have one for her. Excellent, excellent. She came to me months ago and handed me a feather. That's perfect. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so just acknowledgement is all she wants. She's not asking for a huge grand thing. She just thinks that it's kind of lame when family would decide to disown blood. Like, why would you disown blood like that? That's not cool, basically. Mm, Bada, Baba, Baba, got a gad, Baba got a dad, something like that. I'm sorry, I'm probably butchering her language. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. But that's all I can kind of get out. Um, I go hard for my indigenous side. It's the start of my tarot spiritual journey. Oh, and then Aries is saying sorry about the loss of your cat. Somebody's cat had passed away. Well, I know we had our cat pass away, but that was like 6 years ago. But you know, we miss him, and he's always around. So, oh, sigh. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, sigh. You know what, girl? I need to let me connect with your kitty real quick before we end our chat today. We'll do, of course, we do our little reading, we do a healing, but I need to connect to your kitty. I'm going to use one of my fave kitty decks. I always use this one for the Rainbow Bridge readings that I do. So Sai, you know what we're gonna do? We are connecting. Is that the one that's Black Kitty? Alley Cat. Or no, Black Kitty. Or is it just Kitty? I think, because I think in your letters sometimes you just write, yes, Kitty. Okay, Black Cat, just like Loki. Okay. All right, Kitty. Is Kitty's eyes a little bit different than Loki's though? Like more on the greenish side? Like maybe not as golden as Loki's eyes? Okay, Kitty. I'm kind of seeing that Kitty is a little bit smaller than the Lokester. Okay, olive green. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Loki's a big kitty. I'm seeing that she's a little bit smaller. So sweet. Kind of doing circles right here, like circles in front of me, kind of like almost like to follow her somewhere, but kind of like, you know, just circling, kind of bumping my knee as I'm sitting here. Very sweet, kind of like a very sweet face. Like, I can't see her ever doing anything naughty. She's too sweet. Oh, kitty. Okay. Mama needs a little bit of a message, okay? We're going to give your mama a message. Probably want to turn my cards right side up. Okay, kitty. Okay. So Kitty is just acknowledging with the Ace of C. There we go. With the Ace of C, that obviously knows that you're really sad right now. You know, Kitty can feel that. Um, but the two of fire and cat magic with our magician, I believe, go together. So you see Kitty kind of looking through the open doors, and the cat magic. Um, and it's a little ginger kitty, by the way. Just thought I would point that out. Um, but it's this feeling of it's your love and your magic that made it okay to cross over. Um, and also, I hope you know that I'm also trying to send that same magic to you, letting you know it's going to be okay without my physical presence there. So it's a two-way street. You know, she's the magician, but like also you're the magician. Um, you know, it's because I get from a lot of little fur babies that it's really hard for them to cross over because they're so worried about us, you know, even if we're not, you know, there by their side, you know, when they pass, because not everybody can be, but they're so worried about us that that's what makes it difficult to cross over. But you know, it's your love and kind of acknowledgement that it's okay made the transition a little easier. And also letting you know that trying all I can to send that same love back to you so that you can heal as well. So it's like that portal was open so that I could cross, but right now I'm trying to close the portal that's in your heart, which is basically the hole that, you know, gets left when any of our fur babies leave. And I guarantee, you know, they leave little footprints forever, you know, because Presley's Presley's got a permanent footprint there forever. His little paw print. All right, Kitty. I'm getting some stuff with your hair. So possibly tonight when you go to sleep, if you feel a little tugging at the hair or a little pulling at the hair, that's going to be Kitty. So Kitty just letting you know that she's okay. Um, I'm just seeing like so happy, like pushies on the bed, just pushy, but more against your legs. And sometimes pushy on the head. And I don't know if your kitty eats hair like Presley used to do, but Presley used to wash us and like, well, mostly Brian, and like eat his hair. Okay, so Kitty may have been a house cat, but I feel like there's like, I don't know if there's a collar with a bell on it. I mean, I don't think house cats have collars, but there's something like with a little bell and something with pink sequins. Just kind of like wants you to know that with those symbols, hopefully you'll know that everything's going to be okay. All right, Hekate, you take care. Um, he would follow me all over the apartment. Yeah, it's like circle, circle, follow me, follow me. Loved him so much. I adopted him in 2012 when I was stationed in Oahu. I have 30 inches of hair. I have long hair. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So the last things, it was just something with a bell, something with pink sequins, and the hair. Something with your hair. um, and some pushies. So just, yeah, definitely, you know, just a message full of love. Made it over on the other side safely, you know, definitely. Now is coming back to help you. It's almost like a little almost like a little toothy smile. I'm like, oh, little kitten is smiling. Love the little teeth. Um, Ashley said you might feel him brush against you. Sai, mom's cat, had visited her after his death. She felt him brush against her. Other people I know, they felt and saw the spirit of the cat that died. Aw. Sometimes I feel Presley too, like when I'm washing the dishes. You're very welcome, Sai. So yeah, Kitty's doing okay. Kitty's come back just to kind of help you out. Jillifer is wondering about your doggy that passed away a year ago. So sweet, attached to us. What was your dog's name? It's usually easier if I know their names. So yeah, Jillifer, what was your doggy's name? Let me have some water. Pronounced like Miley. Oh, Miley. Okay. Okay. Right away, there's somebody's dog who's coming through, more like a scraggly, scraggly fur, kind of barky. Okay. Kind of high-pitched barky. Aww, that's beautiful. Jillifer, wait till I show you. Okay, so Jillifer, oh my gosh, it's such a nice message. I see you as the sea tom, which is the like king of cups. Um, and if you're wondering, if Miley has crossed over and all of that, you have the world and you have good kitty. So I see the world as like, of course, like I'm with everything now. Like I am attached to everything. Yes, I have crossed over, but with the good kitty, which is kind of like the judgment card, it's like I come back to see you guys. I mean, that's not the traditional meaning of the judgment card, but that's what I see in the picture. So it's like I'm there quite often, but it's like I'm also everywhere at the same time. So no need to worry that somehow I'm stuck there or, I didn't cross over properly. Like I can be everywhere at once. And this dog has a lot of energy, lots of barky bark. Oh my goodness. And I just keep seeing this fur, this scraggly fur. But yeah, very barky, very full of energy. And yeah, just letting you know that this dog, Miley is everywhere. Um, Bulldogs are so precious and lovable. Hugs, Jillifer. Yes. Oh, she's your profile photo. It's so hard to see your profile photos because they're like that big. Um, but yeah, lots of barks. All like running around with lots of energy. Yeah, that was a very quick, like energetic, positive message. Yeah, your puppy's okay. All right, you guys, I would like to do our, just kind of end our reading, kind of like the way we do during our normal chats. We do our reading and then we do our healing. But I want to make this a specific, what message do we need to know for Samhain Halloween? You're very welcome, Jennifer. Okay, so let's do that. I am going to use my Nosferatu Lenormand that one of our friends in here had gifted me. Thank you so much. I believe it was Crohn's and Bones. Okay, so I want to use this Lenormand for our Halloween, Samhain, Dia de los Muertos message. And then we'll do a Halloween healing. Send it to all our ancestors, our loved ones that have crossed, those that have come before us, those that have come before us in past lives, our ancestral line in past lives as well. Can't even talk. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. Interesting. Interesting. I'm going to pull one more card because this is interesting. Okay. This is a really interesting message for you guys. Okay, so like I said, this is like Samhain, Dia de los Muertos, Halloween. We have the, whoa, we have the whip. We have the mountain. We have ship. We have man. And then we have rider. So right away what I was getting is that, you know, it feels like we're, you know, hit with this barrier. It's like right now the whole world is feeling kind of like this stuck, like there's this uphill battle. But it's a reminder with the whip that you need to keep pushing forward. You have to keep that positive mindset that, you know, things will change, because they are going to change, and they're going to change soon, because we have the ship and we have man and we have rider. And what I'm getting from that is that pretty soon there's going to be, and it seems like this man comes from overseas, so this foreign person. So if I'm in the United States, this would be somebody who is outside of the United States, is going to be integral in bringing some news to us, to, you know, other people, that is going to help us over that mountain, over that hill, you know, that we've been feeling energetically. So I don't know who this person is. I don't know if this is like a world leader, or, you know, somebody in politics who gives a message to, you know, our president or something like that. But I see this as really positive. Actually, you know what? I'm just curious. I just want to pull another card. So yeah, it's like, you know, keep the faith, keep plugging along. Things are going to change, and it's coming in the form. It's coming quickly, with a message from this man who is not American. He's from outside the U.S. And he's bringing it to the White House. Interesting. Interesting, you guys. Okay. I need one more card, and that's it. And then I won't pull any more. Okay. What this person brings, this foreign person, oh my gosh. This is a big message, you guys. What time is it? It's 11:03. Okay, this is a big message. And then we got to go ski. Okay, so things are going to change. This person who is not from the United States is going to be bringing us a message. That message is going to be brought directly to the White House. What is that message? It's going to be a message that directly affects our health. Like, dare I say the word? I think we know what that means. But this is our health. So there's somebody that's going to be bringing a message about that. And it's going to change a lot of things. So, Whoa, but I don't see that. I'm not feeling anything negative at all. I'm only feeling optimism, actually. I'm feeling like joy, optimism. Sun card is all I see in my brain right now. Um, so it's important that the energy of the people right now, as we head into tomorrow, and some of you guys are already in tomorrow, that your vibe is positivity, 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 because that's going to help this energy and the energy of what this man is going to do make it come through. So, and it's going to come through, not saying it's coming through tomorrow, but it's the energy of tomorrow because of all that stuff. Well, and like I said, some people, you guys are already in tomorrow, but it's that energy that's going to push this thing through. So we need to utilize tomorrow's energy. Whoa, I was not really expecting that message, to be honest. um, I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. I'm excited. um, Silver Star said, I love bulldogs. Had a pit bull myself. She was the best, sweetest dog ever. They get a bad rap. So yay, 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 yay. And Jillifer, you are so right. Silver, pit bulls and bulldogs, they do get a bad rap. But they are just balls of love, yes. And Ashley is like, this is very exciting. Yes, I'm actually really excited right now. All right, so on that note, which I feel is a very positive note, let's put some of that ancestral healing out there. So if you guys want to join me, go ahead. You don't have to stay in the chat. You can go to bed or whatever. But yeah, we're gonna do our little healing. But feel free to join in. Maybe it's the cure for coronavirus or something bigger, or just as big. Yeah, possibly just as big. Good news is on the horizon, but you guys got to keep the faith. That's the big message. You got to keep the faith. So, okay. We're going to go for ancestors. We're going to be sending that healing to our ancestors, both ancestors known and unknown. That they receive this healing, that they receive this love. Ancestors and people who've passed on even in previous lives. So, because I do believe in reincarnation. Yes, you guys have a good night. Have a good night. So just know that the energy will come to you. So if you're off to bed right now, that's totally fine. Just know that it'll come to you while you're asleep or you're getting ready for bed. And if you stay in the chat, that's cool too. All right. So also, if you want to join in, you could do that. You're very welcome. Yes, have a great, great Samhain, and love and light to all of you guys as well. Thank you so much for popping in for our nighttime spooky chat. All right, so here we go. All right, you guys. That was awesome. Thank you guys so much for popping in today. This was a lot of fun. I had such a good time this evening. It's so weird that it's like at nighttime we're having our live chat. It's like, but yeah, I had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun dressing up actually for this chat. That was, I was like in the bathroom, just like putting on my vampire face. So glad I caught the live. Yay. Yes. Um, oh, much love from Chile. All right. Excellent. Um, that is so cool, Jillifer. That's excellent. So anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day tomorrow. I know some of you guys are already in tomorrow. So have a happy, happy Halloween. Have a happy Samhain. So much love to you, your ancestors, your fur babies, both on this plane and who have crossed the Rainbow Bridge. I'm always sending you guys all the love in the world, and I am just in awe with all the good vibes that have been sent my way. I mean, not just physically with, cards and cool things that arrive in the mail, but, I definitely feel your guys' energy. Even if I don't, see all of your faces, I do feel you guys. And you guys are amazing. You're a wonderful group of people. And I'm so happy to know you guys and be able to hang out with you guys. So, so anyway, yeah, lots and lots of love, holding a big heart and sending us all love. Yay. Yay. So anyway, my dude and the kittens are asleep. So I'm gonna go to bed now. I'll catch you guys later. Peace, love, and chicken grease. Peace out. Bye, guys.